And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome once more.
Yes. I still want to make a joke.
Welcome, everyone, once more to the Adventure of the Natural Ones.
It's taking everything in me not to make a joke. The bard trying to bring out in me.
Yes.
So what was it I'm not supposed to be kissing anyway?
Everything?
Finnegan. This one mine. Yes, it is. Look over here. So, I'd like to welcome you all to the weekly episode, so to speak, the weekly game here at the Hive in Macomb, Mississippi. You notice a few people missing. Unfortunately, this evening, Elron will not be joining us. No worries. Grim and our dear rogue friend Bravendil will be joining us a little bit later. They have some stuff happening, but they are well on their way. So, with that, we begin once more with a round of introductions, just in case you've forgotten who we are, with the remaining individuals, the natural ones here with us. Starting on this side with our bard.
Yeah.
Yes, I am the bard. My name is Montel. I'm bard, rogue, and what's a different guy to pray to today?
I don't know the gods.
Asmodeus.
There's only Bahamut.
No, we do not pray to him. Let's see. We got
Was this yours?
Yes.
Zinkeef. Let's go with Zinkeef.
Zinkeef, goddess of luck, madness, and inspiration.
You're
But
not
don't-
supposed to say your name.
Yeah, but don't say the name. Always pray to Lady Luck, but never ask her name.
Very wise.
I
That is not.
am. Still going around the table?
Yes.
I am Rikara. I am playing the Divine Soul Sorcerer / Samurai Fighter.
I am Finnegan Tenderfoot, the Halfling Wizard.
And I, once again, am the Dungeon Master, the weaver of this tale and the spinner of fantasies. So, a lot of things have happened in our last session. Our friends boarded the skyship known as the Lazy Breeze, journeying from after having dealt with and fought an attempt to overtake them, pirates. After which Montel, almost in a sense of grief, hurled himself from the ship as he could not rescue and befriend the giant eagle, the Rock.
I was. Everyone else gets to fly.
The natural ones then making their way to Ilmaria. Arriving, they were met with Lady Sonali, a member of House Nuranel, one of the noble houses of Ilthalas, of Ilmaria, in the Elven Kingdom. You spoke with her for a while and then smuggled a crate of tea from the docks. First stopping because of a group of what appeared to be random circus folk, carnival people performing. Nothing seemed too ordinary there. Your dear friend Bravendil attempting to be helpful. You moved on from the docks and the merchant district, heading then to the district with the noble houses. Being accosted and stopped by what was first appeared to be a guard, after which it turned out that this was in fact an ambush set up by the Skyfangs, that mercenary group who had previously assaulted the ship. Rikara leaping into the driver's seat of his carriage and just flying off, leaving Grim at first to fend for himself, but as it turned out, Grim didn't need no help from anybody. And then after he dealt with the guards, so to speak, the members of this mercenary group in disguise, chasing after the carriage, you made it to the estate of Lord Naranel, the father of the young elven girl who was in the crate, the what you are calling the tea. You get there, speak with her father, find out the reason why she was captured, her and her mother. It is due to the fact that she is what is known as blessed by Elwyn, the World Tree, giving her an appearance of platinum hair and deep amber eyes. You sat around, spoke with her father, A lot of information was garnered. You discovered that a lot of this is due to a prophecy, a legend that tells that the blood of the World Tree could break the bonds, and free Vysoren, the Dark Titan, the Titan of Oblivion, that supposedly has been imprisoned beneath the Silver Mount on Frostspire Island. The Silver Mount, the massive platinum meteorite that slammed into the world aeons ago, which ended the War of the Gods and shattered the great continent. So, after conversation in which Bravendil was making his useful self as a rogue, everyone, you were given rooms for the evening. You had a grand feast with Lord Nuranel, who obviously, as his daughter, had been missing for months at this point. During the dinner, you learn more about the politics of Ilthalas. You learn that there are several members of the council, the High Council underneath King Alaroth. Kind of a split 3 and 3. Those who want to be more progressive, and those who still want to keep the older ways. Garnering some more information, you were told to seek out the Green Wardens, this kind of almost militia-esque group that are tasked with securing the island outside of the borders of the cities. You also mentioned you want to go find this Commander Lorenfell that Hemlock had mentioned to you. And so with that, any questions? Any other?
Do you have a spare pen so I can use?
Yes. No problem.
And the one thing I do ask it was, what was the name of the young lady's tutor?
That's Sonali.
Sonali.
Sonali is the tutor.
She is the one who Montel noticed was using thieves' cant signals.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So, as you all wake up the next morning, the smell of the bed you wake up in, soft, very, very, very rich silk sheets. You each have your own room. Actually, you have your own wing in this manner, as he kind of gifted it to you. And the smell of breakfast, of eggs, sausage, bacon, biscuits, is just wafting in as you slowly make your way toward the breakfast hall. Lord Nuranel already there, sitting with his daughter Leah, the two of them laughing jovially, glad to be back in each other's company. There is still a bit of sadness to this moment, as you notice, and they seem to notice, that their mother, Lady Juliana, is not there. As the three of you enter, you see Lord Nuranel stand and goes, the heroes, please join us. Bring them food, please. As he motions to several seats on the table. Goes, I see a few of your numbers are not with us this morning. I guess they decided to sleep in.
Yeah, it's been a long journey here.
Well, after a day like yesterday, they more than deserve that right. By the way, you see as he reaches out and motions to a servant, brings over a folded leather folio. As he hands that to you, Rakara, he says, here is your permission to enter into the Tree of Tales past the Forest Guard. That will grant you permission to see the Keepers of the Green, the librarians who watch over the Tree of Tales. Plates of food are set before you. I need everyone to roll perception, please. What you got?
That's going to be a little better than usual. It's going to be an 8.
8, lovely.
15.
15?
11?
11, okay.
I get a +5 this time.
Is it 15?
Yes.
Okay. You're the one who notices as you begin to eat. You hear the sounds of running feet getting closer. Still a few minutes, about a minute or two up. You hear running feet within the house getting closer.
Sound like small feet, large feet?
Not very large, but the steps are very, very soft, very dainty steps.
Okay.
Not a lot of like force in the run, as Nuranel sitting there. Also, if you're mentioning you wanted to meet the Green Wardens as well.
Yes, sir.
I can easily do that. I can take you there myself today. I've met with him a few times. There is a council meeting later on in the week, but that's done. At this point, the door bursts open, and you watch as one of the servants, one of the housemaids, comes running in, and in her hands is a crumpled piece of paper. On your 15, you see it, and she's like, Lord, no, and he goes, dear, come here, what is it? So he takes it and he looks at it and goes, oh, I believe this is addressed to you. So he hands you a piece of paper.
Like to me specifically? Or?
Well, you're like whoever's sitting closest to him is the one he hands it to.
I'll
It is.
grab a bowl of meat and stuff and give it to Brienne and she'll be eating.
And he's just like tearing into it.
Montel has poured coffee into oatmeal and is eating.
You watch us Finnegan just stares and slowly passes it to Ricara. Actually, roll me a perception check. Advantage because it's about coffee.
Perception 25.
25. You smell a Ravican coffee.
Slowly puts down the bowl of food.
So, for our friends watching, the letter is addressed to my friends. And while he's not here, I'm going to do my best to imitate our dear friend Bravendil. The natural ones. Throughout my travels, I have met many interesting and brave individuals. Various beasts have fallen to my blade, and my life has clearly been exciting. I say all of this to emphasize my appreciation to have spent time with a group as mundane as yourselves. Not since I slayed 20 minotaurs back to back, or delved into the caverns of chaos, have I experienced such grueling company. I do, however, appreciate your slight assistance in our brief adventures together. Best of luck to whatever the hell you were babbling about. Your friend, Bravendil. And at the bottom of the note is the symbol of the coterie.
Montel doesn't even read this. Montel's following his nose towards this coffee.
It is coming from Lord Nuranel's cup.
Montel sits across. And he's now deep in thought, trying to figure out how to ask for a cup of it.
So this you're more focused on cough. Take a part of inspiration. I love that. But yes, and you watch as a lady and Lord Nuranel. There's the solid mithril platinum statue of the world tree, the one that we keep in the grand hall. It's missing.
This catches Montel's attention.
He's like missing. That statue was worth 500,000 gold pieces. What do you mean it's missing? It was there last night, and then when I came in this morning to clean, it was gone, Your Excellency. And you see as he just kind of, well, I guess Lord Bravendil found what he wanted to as his payment. It's all right. It's just an old statue. There's nothing mad. It's just an old statue.
I should have stabbed him when I had the chance.
You did.
No, I hit him with the platinum. I should have just turned it just a little bit.
Did we expect anything less?
I had a little. Not
Should
much,
we
but
have
a
that?
little. Even the worst individuals can be redeemed, but
Us learned individuals just look at facts.
well,
All right.
that's on the neutral side. Try to see things both ways.
Okay. So, as you sit around mulling over the events that have just occurred, the letter given to you by a very interesting individual who now apparently has left and absconded with what he believes to be his fair share of a prize. A solid mithril and platinum statue worth about 500,000 gold pieces. What are the three of you doing as this amazing breakfast? By the way, Nuranel finally looks at you and goes, Montel, may I help you with something? Watch as he takes the coffee.
So, okay, I have to ask, out of character, how much is this coffee worth again?
Usually it's okay. So a serving will serve about 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 1,000 gold pieces a serving.
Okay. In this,
You're pretty sure a brick of it will cost about 10,000 gold pieces.
okay, I'm trying to remember. This is the coffee that
If you
brought
drink
me back.
it, you when you drink it, you suffer or you gain the effects of a long rest.
Okay.
However, if you drink more than one shot or serving within a day, you are extended to become exhausted.
Okay.
You crash hard. It is coffee that is grown only by one vineyard, by one farm in the Alabaster Coast near Nirakesh. The secrets of its growing are highly guarded, and it is literally a million gold venture a year that they make. Like they are one of the family that makes and grows this coffee are one of the trade lords of Nirakesh.
Is there any way I could talk my way into getting a serving of that coffee that you have right there, sir?
You would like a cup of Arabican coffee?
Please.
You watch as the servant steps up with this like pewter and gold inlaid old style coffee pitcher, pours you a cup, sets it down. He goes, "Sir, you brought my daughter back to me. You could have the whole damn pot if you want it."
My tail puts it down. There are tears in his eyes.
The downside of this coffee is it does not keep very well. It only stays fresh for about 2 hours.
There's tears in
It's
my
like
eyes.
Montel having a religious experience right now, folks.
You better drink it before it gets cold.
Montel is just, he doesn't care what else is going on for the rest of the day. He is happy. He is content. You can kill him off right now, and his life is complete.
Montel has a heart attack. No.
It's in character.
While we're sitting here, sir, before we go into the deep dark woods, we need to stock up on some supplies first.
Of course.
Healing potions, some other potions that may help us in combat and out of combat. Are you aware of any shops or anything in the area?
There are several fine shops here. Most of them specialize in things. The Green Warden itself maintains an armory of some kind that they do often sell with permission to third-party and private individuals. I, of course, can give you that permission easily enough if you'd like to. There's also a few other. I'm sure in the Orchard District, there are probably many other shops that could be of more use to the kind of thing you're going for. By the way, when he mentioned the Orchard District, the Orchard Plaza, that is the large merchant and shop district within the city.
Was that where we came through?
Yes.
First, I believe.
He goes, the ones that I know of that may have the ones that are more known to my name are the Sunken Compass Pawn Store, the Sleepy Anvil, the Moldy Melon Apothecary, and the Sorcerer's Source. These are just a few of the many shops that exist within Ilmaria.
Did y'all get all of those? I can't remember fast.
I have it written down here, so you can ask.
I have the very last one.
Currently writing an encyclopedia of this. So
the sorcerer's whatever sounds like a magic shop.
the Sorcerer's
Source.
Yes.
Source.
But the sunken,
The whiskey
The Sunken Compass Pawn Store,
pawn store. That sounds right up.
the Sleepy Anvil, the Moldy Melon Apothecary,
Moldy melon.
and the Sorcerer's Source.
I got 3 of them. That's all I need.
So the Green Wardens are the ones that can help us get to.
Yes, they within each of the cities, like you have the towns, the local magistrates and mayors and the town guards patrol and maintain security. However, outside of the walls, security is mainly that is upheld by the Green Wardens. They have kind of carte blanche to act as they see fit across the entirety of the wilderness within the island, and they are recognized as having the authority of the crown.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
This will be one of the words that will guide us and help us get to the
Yes.
life tree. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They will. They are the ones who will help you get to the Alden Forest and to the Tree of Tales.
Sure. There are 2 trees.
No, Tree of Tales is the big tree, the library.
Oh. Sure. Tales. Okay.
Yes. Which year were you?
I thought we were going to the life tree.
Oh no. Okay, no. Elwyn, the Tree of Tales is supposedly to have been gifted and is a branch of the World Tree, of the Tree of
Oh.
Life. But it is called the Tree of Tales because it's where it is the oldest library in the world.
Okay. The life tree is somewhere else.
The Elwyn, the Life Tree, is very much a oh Lord, what's the name of the World Tree in the Nordic mythology? It's one of those where it's
mythical,
more it's
but-
mythical. Yeah, it's probably not a physical tree, so to speak.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil, that's it. Thank you very much. The Yggdrasil kind of aspect.
So, like, religions-wise, that's like where Bahamut's
Yes,
thing is at the base.
that's where Bahamut
Okay.
laid the dragonborn to sleep beneath there, and he and Tiamat made their nest within its bowels. Bowels, not bowels. Bowels. There's a difference there.
Okay.
Shitty place to live. But yeah,
Different religion.
different religions. So, you continue to finish your breakfast. Anything else?
But I just, shopping for
At the
whatever
end of
we're
his
done.
cup, Montel is actually full-blown tears crying. He
Just-
doesn't get another cup, but
Just
he's...
stare. Are you okay, Montel?
I'm fine.
Very, very well.
He really enjoys coffee.
Oh, I believe there's half a brick of this left if you would like to have it.
You...
If I were to kill you now, you would die happy. Do you want me to do it now?
There is no way you would bring me back. My tail will take the half.
Okay. So, roll me
Oh,
a luck roll.
Natural 20.
Okay, it is in fact half a brick. A brick makes 10 servings. You have 5 servings of this to make 5 cups each. You can make 25 cups. At 1,000 gold a cup.
how long does, maybe this is getting too economical, how long does a brick last?
Because don't think of tea in the old aspect where it's a dehydrated, compressed brick.
Mhm.
As long as it's kept in a dry space, this would last a good long while. You don't think of tea as we Americans do, like with tea bags. It's more the British, like the brick of like dehydrated pressed tea.
Okay.
The thing they did was to tie with twine and
Are
stamp.
we gonna have to like worry about keeping up with it?
No.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it's magic.
But let's put it this way: this isn't the safest place Montel can find
Okay.
at any given point in time.
You stick it in the
Oh,
bag of
you
holding,
showed
it'll last as
up
long
his
as you need it to.
Yeah,
We don't have one. Maybe we need to get one today.
yeah.
What did you say, Finny?
Said he shoved it up his ass.
A cool drum place.
All right.
He's a smuggler.
The old prison pocket. Okay.
Might be a little too big.
So,
I've never checked. So.
as
You can cast reduce on it.
Really, Kane?
On the brick, maybe.
as a dungeon master, please do no. Okay.
Or he cast a large asshole.
He's a big enough. All right. So as we come back in now,
Tell me to stop.
so as we kind of, this is a very serious game. Okay. You actually, Lord Nuno says, if you'll kind of meet me out front, I'm going to gather a few things. The carriage will be waiting for us, and I will take you there myself. As he looks down at his daughter, and she just kind of smiles and goes, and if you don't mind, I think a bit of outside would, not that a crate will do my dear daughter some good as well. You'll see that they stand up. The servants each kind of stepping back as they leave. You'll get ready.
So are we leaving right now to go?
Well, you can. You've got some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going and looking for some supplies.
Supplies in the library, or I thought we were going with the
No.
elf man.
No, because he's going. When we're ready, he's taking us here.
No.
Or wherever.
No, when he is taking you into the city, he's
Oh.
taking you into the city.
Okay. Well, yeah.
He's taking you in to meet to the Greenborn Lodge, the different shops and stuff.
Okay. All right.
That's
Yeah.
where the carriage takes you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, it won't be until after you go and meet the Green Wardens and get and hire one of them when you
Okay.
go out into the forested area.
Gotcha. Okay.
Montel is just going around, is collecting some of his
He's going back to
magic
his room and
items.
build a shrine to the tea.
Good, that comes
Magic-
later.
Yeah, gotcha.
That comes when we get back to our own house.
I collect some magic items. Yeah.
And he's like separating what he's going to be keeping versus what he's going to try to sell
Okay,
down.
fair enough.
That kind of thing for him.
Just for fun, is there a shrine, religious room or place in the elf's house somewhere?
Actually, yes. As a lord, as a member of the council who often entertains visiting emissaries, there is a small chapel where you see like small rudimentary shrines, like shrunken down version of the larger roadside shrines to each of the good aligned gods, some of the neutral gods as well.
Is there like a one for Bahamut?
There is in fact one for Bahamut, yes.
Okay. I'll grab Montel and pull him with me.
The two of you going into the small chapel in this estate. And Finnegan, where are you heading off to?
I guess I'll go back to the library.
All right,
Wait until we're ready.
head back to the library.
While we're in there, I'll kneel in front of the what's position in front of the Bahamut.
Yeah.
Is there actually a shrine to Zenkeef in here?
Zenkeef is one of the neutral gods, and it's in an area that's kind of off by itself. It's not one that a lot of people It's not one that a lot of people visit, but it's more of a non-actual like shrine. There's a small stained glass window with her symbol in it.
Montel will actually go to the stained glass window and take a second, because he has already had a very lucky morning, and he's just just mentally thanking her for the gifts already given today.
Each of you roll me a d20.
I'm going to tell you what I was going to do.
Okay, sorry. You were sitting in a lotus position.
I'm going to pull the ring pouch box thing
Yeah.
off of Ren and place it down in
Okay.
front of me, and then Bahamut, we are here. I still seek your guidance further on. And
Okay.
roll d20 now.
Roll d20.
I rolled a 15.
15.
12.
You both, aside from an inner peace that comes with just reaching out to a higher power, you don't feel any interaction from the other side.
Okay.
The celestial gate, as it was, still closely locked. Nothing, no response.
Montel's not a very religious person anyway. He would have been more shocked if there was a response.
Gotcha. Okay. So we cut now to our dear friend in the library, Mr. Finnegan. What are anything specifically you're trying to do in here, or just?
Well, for one, I don't have time to do that right now. I suppose I'm just going to first. I'm going to look and see how they have, if they have any sort of organizational system for the books.
It is, or there is a sense of alphabetical organization to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Alphabetical and then chronological.
Okay. Is there any? Are there focuses on certain types of books? Like, are they mostly history books?
Roll me an insight check. I'm not an investigator. Roll me an investigation check.
That's going to be a 24.
24. A lot of it is history and legal texts. a lot of the very early books, like from centuries, if not millennia ago, are. Do you read Elvish?
Yep.
These are like texts that were set up when the founding of the city of Ilfdalas, of the nation itself. Many mention King Alden, the Alden Forest is named after, the first High King of the Elves.
Okay.
Not a lot of information to garner from it, just legalese, a lot of different things to do with law and the interpretation of it. As you move forward, there are several new treatises that would go back and change some of these, make amendments to them. Their form of government appears to be a kind of. It is a monarchy in a way that you have the king and queen that oversee the day-to-day activities of the empire itself, but the day-to-day running of each individual city, each individual town, is left to a council, a magistrate, a mayor, and power is kept among these separate people, and only when they invoke or ask for help from the crown will the crown intercede.
Okay.
It's designed in such a way to let the people govern themselves until they ask for help.
Okay. All right. Is there any? Can I find any books based on the legend of the mountain that the god that fell?
Yeah, actually. You were 24?
Yep.
On a 24, as you're looking through the older areas, you see a scroll about 4.5 feet long, encased in a glass box. It's actually attached to the wall. This is an epic of the First Era. This is, you kind of, as you're reading, you get a sense that this is maybe first-hand account, if not second-hand account, of the War of the Gods. It is an epic poem entitled "The Fall of Vysoren."
Okay.
And it tells about the meeting of the gods, and then the traitor god Kadar, who called forth the Titans out of the dark pit to fight against his brethren. The gods, buying time until the greatest of their numbers, including Bahamut among them, called forth a massive piece of the void of gleaming platinum, of gleaming stone, and slammed into the island where Kadar and his forces stood. The great Titan by Soren reaching up to stop it, being driven down deep, following, and it's basically talking about the creation of the elemental planes by the destruction of these Titans, the binding of Vysoren beneath the roots of the world, Kadar being cast out into this newly created place called Hell, slamming into it so hard that it punctured into 9 different holes. A lot of religious and poetical license and ideology added into it, but nothing really new garnered from this epic, from this poem.
Okay. Does it show who it was written by?
Roll me investigation one more time. You're looking through it.
17.
Actually, it's high enough. It is written by Alden, first scribe of Elwyn. You are staring at a piece of paper penned by the first High King of the Elves. Be thankful Robindil didn't see it. Nah, he couldn't get to this.
E-L-W-Y-N?
Alden is... Elwyn. Elwyn is the tree. That's the tree.
Okay.
E-L-W-Y-N.
And how do you spell Alden?
Alden is A-L-D-E-N. Alden.
Confused with Aldi, the store.
I didn't hear it. Okay. So you're just standing, literally, you are looking at a piece of history like this. The paper almost just like bark-like in its appearance, aged. You can sense like spells like gentle repose and that kind of stuff on this to keep it, to make sure that even if the glass is to crack, that this will be okay until they can get here and repair it. There is so much magical warding and protection around this piece. Imagine our Declaration of Independence. That's what this is. There is that much, if not more, level of security on this glass.
I mean, Nick Cage stole that.
Well, thankfully, Nicolas Cage is not in my world. All right. So that's what you find is you just take time. Some of the newer books you notice are there is like there are more childlike aspects. You get a sense that this is would also double as Leah's library. Mm-hmm. So you see more like child-friendly kind of books, more history books and that kind of nature. A few of them having squiggles drawn in certain. A few of the older books also having kind of squiggles and animals drawn on the sidelines. Yeah. But yeah, that is what you find in the library. So, you two, anything you'd like to do before just kind of sit there communing with the gods?
I have a question related to an ability I have.
Okay.
I gain sneak attack against a creature if it's the only one adjacent to me. Is that if it's the only enemy adjacent to me, or if it's the only creature adjacent to me?
You have it's dueling. You have to be the only one facing this enemy.
That's what I wanted to make sure. Cool. I think Montel just like is there for however.
It's like Montel just bowing his head, glancing over at Riccara, bowing his head, glance over to see if Ricara's still there. Good.
Actually, no.
The service.
Yeah, typical Baptist.
Actually, no, because Montel does go to a few of the other god shrines. He doesn't take as long standing there. He's just more along the lines of looking at the images that they have presented for him.
Riccara. I'm sorry, not Riccara. Montel. Roll me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D10.
Oh God, where is one of those? Right here. This is a D10. 6.
6. One that catches your eye is one you know of, as you saw it a lot in Iron Haven. The symbol of scales held aloft by a sword. This is the symbol of Ma'al, god of law and of law and justice. Mm-hmm. The one who, after your death, he is the one who sits and judges you to determine if you are going to the abyss, to hell, to limbo, or if there is a god who you worship who will claim them and take you up to one of their heavens. That one kind of just grabs your attention as you walk past it.
Isn't Bahamut affiliated with Bahal too?
Yes. Ma'al, M-A-A-L. Ma'al is law and justice. Bahamut is peace and order. There's a sense there. Ma'al leans literally in lawful neutral. Bahamut more lawful good. Right. If nothing else, as you all kind of make your way back into the large foyer, the tears finally subsiding from Montel's face.
It took long enough.
The doors stand open. You see a beautiful wooden oak chariot. Maybe it'll look like it'll fit about 10 people. The top of it's been taken off. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. And already sitting inside, the two of them laughing and kind of, horsing around back and forth is Lord Athos and Leah, his daughter. As they see you, he kind of waves and motions for the three of you.
As they for you to jump on
as they step out into the sun, Montel pulls out the sunglasses and puts them
the
on.
shades on. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What form do they take? Or is it still the very old style sunglasses with the side and the front?
So it goes from like a cheap, really old cheap looking pair of black, just plain black ones, to the old fashioned old style.
Gotcha. The brass frame, the dark ebony black. I got you. I love it. Yeah. Perfect. But yeah, he did bring a point, Montel. There is no top of this carriage to ride
Montel
on.
wouldn't have rode on top, at least in this case.
Gotcha.
More as a sign of respect to.
As you all climb into the carriage, after goes, I think first prudent to go. What do you think first prudent to go meet with the Green Wardens or go do a little bit of shopping?
Business first and pleasure.
Business. I love business as always. Yes, to the Green Wardens then. He turns and you see sitting in the driver's seat is an elf that you recognize. This is Faeterra, Faeterra, the male elf, the servant that you met the previous night. He goes, Faeterra, the Green Warden Lodge. Yes, sir. The beautiful pale white horse easily pulling the cart along. Now, as you leave the estate, I need each of you to roll me a perception check, please.
As we roll off,
Yeah.
I'll have a few once. Ren will start flying about, get some air and wing.
Actually, she kind of like flies, and actually she goes and lands and crawls up on top of Farron's head. Just kind of like sits, and he's kind of like sitting there, just shaking his. She's like kind of like takes a position of looking, just kind of standing there.
You said perception?
Perception. Everyone, perception check.
Can I roll for her too, or just?
Just for you. Just for you. She's This is not for her. This is for you, Rikara.
Wait. 11.
11.
Wait. Yes, that was
11.
16.
16.
18.
18. So the two of you will see this before you get close enough to it to where Rikara will see it.
Actually, my bad. 18. I forgot my sunglasses.
Okay, gotcha. DC of 15. So I mean, you
Didn't
two.
let me outdo you, could you?
You two see a large wood and metal carriage sitting in front of another estate, about
Yours too?
a few city blocks away. It's the nearest. It was the nearest one to Northern Estate. He mentioned this before. This is the estate of Lord Bron Melithor. This is the Melithor estate. You two see this large metal and wood carriage being pulled by larger horses, but the kind of standing guard around it and riding not horses but dragonels. These kind of weird, almost like horse-like drape type, longer necks, standing on four legs, no wings, just are a squad of. They wear the exact same uniform. This kind of uniform that shimmers between the chromatic spectrum and the jeweled colors, are four dragonborns. The carriage slowly starting to move out of this estate. You two see this before you get close enough to it. You want to speak out about it or do anything? Call his attention to it.
Mine's will like tap his foot and just like point him to it. Just
Do I recognize anything?
Oh yeah. That carriage is marked with the symbol of the Draken throne. The Draken Empire is the name of the empire that governs Krolin. You recognize those four as scale guards, the elite troops of the King's Own Guard. That is an emissary of Krolin. That is an official emissarial carriage.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
And it's moving very slowly because it's kind of like you can tell these guys have, and these are highly trained specialists. Their eyes are on a swivel, moving very slowly, and your carriage will actually approach and overtake and then move past them. As they watch this, actually, as Farron drives the carriage around the side, giving them a wide berth.
Before we all kind of pull my hood up.
All right, you watch as Carl pulls his hood, pulls his hood up.
Interesting.
my tail looks just casual as can be.
As we pass within, you pass within about 5 feet of this carriage. Perception check, Rikara.
There it is. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20. You hear a familiar voice speaking in Draconic. Well, maybe these humans will have some use after all. Maybe these elves will have some use after all. We do need a little help with the northern front, so very well. Just return to the ship and head back and let the king know. It's a voice you haven't heard in a little over a year, but it was a voice you heard every day growing up as a child. As you're pretty sure, you just heard your father's voice kind of rumbling from inside that carriage.
Okay.
As you drive past the Dragonborn guards, kind of giving each of you a nod. None of them seem to kind of take a bother of you as you.
My tail, seeing him pull up his hood and everything, will over the mindly, seeing he's trying to not really be noticed. Anything you need to say or talk about?
Not right now.
Okay.
By the way, do me a favor real quick, Ricardo, my phone is otherwise engaged. Spell your the last name that you gave me, please. If you remember it. If not, it's fine. We can get it later. We'll get it during the break. Because my phone's otherwise, we'll get it.
I think it was a K-A-R-A-G-A, not G, J-A-N.
Okay. We'll get that during the break then. I'll
John?
All right, so your carriage kind of picking the speed, moving away from the Dragonborn carriage. And within maybe 15, 20 minutes, you are back into the Orchard Plaza, the mercantile, the shop district. Little after 11 in the afternoon at this point, we're getting close to high noon. People moving about, laughing. The performers that were here the previous day now gone. What would you like to do?
Okay, as we're going through this area, Montel is looking for like groups of homeless people that there may be. This is a larger city. This is also technically a port city. So these are the kind of people he would look for.
I follow you. Roll me an investigation check.
Look, I have a 2 investigation now. Let's go. 13.
13. Whether it be because that even though this is a larger city, it's just one that more care is given. You don't see any homeless people, but you do occasionally see what are obviously people especially younger looking individuals. A few of them not elven, kind of hiding out in alleyways, their eyes kind of keeping out, clearly looking for a mark, looking for somebody kind of maybe as their whose eyes and attention is not being directed to their coin purse.
Okay. Montel is keeping track of any large, semi-large groups, 2 or 3 of them,
Gotcha.
in an alley together. And it's just marking those areas for, 1, to tell everyone else not to go to that area, and 2, so he knows where to go to maybe find help.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And so the building that the carriage stops in front of looks like a very large hunting lodge. Stone and wood construction, a thick thatched roof, stone chimneys. And standing outside, we kind of leaned up, relaxing, talking back and forth, are these 2 high elves wearing armor that is wearing a green leather, kind of a greenish brown leather armor wrapped with belts. And they're wearing the same kind. Carrying at their hip, you see a dagger that looks almost like it's, by a term, it looks like a leaf. It kind of curls up and back into it's very small. You can tell this wouldn't have very much of a use, more of a mark of station, kind of that look to it. Now, the short sword one has, and the 2 daggers the other one has, on their person, those look deadly and those look well used. But the small dagger at their belt, more of a mark of, you got to know this is what marks them as a member of the Green Wardens. As Norno goes, well, this is here. I've already sent word to the commander of this lodge. Lorenthal expects you. If you'll excuse me, and you turn to see Leah just kind of bouncing and looking down the street at this very clearly small children running in and out of it, and adults as well, and everybody that goes in. It's a bakery, walking out with fresh baked breads and cookies, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go make a dent in my fortune right now.
I do take it. His daughter's hair is covered and.
Oh yeah. She has it tied up.
Yeah. Okay. Just because I just realized none of us thought to ask about this.
No. Her hair is covered. She's wearing a kind of a small cap that casts a shadow over her eyes to hide their color as well.
Cool.
All right.
And I guess we'll get inside.
Okay. All right.
Or somebody.
So, by the way, the name of the bakery is called Lotta Dough. As you step into the hall of the Green Wardens, it is filled with trophies of exotic and strange animals. You see a massive stuffed creature. It looks like a lion, but stands about 8 foot at the shoulder. These large antlers coming off of its head. Another side, you see what appears to be an owl bear, fully taxidermied in pose. These giant animals, And you see along the walls different paintings of different scenes. You get kind of an idea of different scenes around Ilthalas. As you step in, one of the wardens looks and goes, yes, can I help you?
Yes, we came on not on behalf, what's the word?
Onward from.
Onward from Lord.
Oh, you're here to speak with the commander.
Yes.
Yes, she's up at her office right now. I knock before going in.
Of course.
She directs you, goes, it is upstairs, third door on the left on the landing. So he turns back, you see he's taking a large whetstone with a beautifully crafted dagger. He's currently just kind of sharpened across the whetstone.
We'll head up to the office, I suppose.
All right, as you walk up to the office, who is at the door first?
I'll be at the door.
You want to be at the door?
Sure.
Rolling perception check.
Another 11.
Another 11. You hear something from behind the door, something very large and deep, kind of growling. Just a minute. Blitz. Ares. You hear the growling stop. There's a sound of what looks to be claws on wood. And then she goes, you may enter.
Slowly open the door.
Sitting at a desk, very nonchalant, with papers in front of her, is a elven female, high elf. Her auburn hair, shaven around the sides, a little bit of the top still on to kind of like lay over the top of her side of her head. But that's not as what catches your attention first. That's not what catches and holds your attention. What holds your attention is the large blue guard drake that is currently curled up in front of her desk and just staring at the door as the three of you enter. She goes, thank you for knocking. He does not like surprises.
Pretty.
Oh, you must be the ones that Norinel told me about. What can I do for you?
We're looking to head into the woods to find the Tree of Knowledge.
Tree of Tales.
Tree of Tales.
We are heading up to the Alden Forest.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And it was on good advice we were given to hire a warden to help guide us. lead us there.
Whoever told you that give you very good advice indeed. Well, the Alden Forest is a fair hike. On foot, it will take you roughly a month to get up there, and that's just on foot, stopping. That's not a brutal pace. If you have a way of going with horses, you can make it up there within a few weeks. But getting to the tree and then getting into the tree are entirely different things. You have to have permission to seek the keepers of the green.
We have permission from the Lord.
Wonderful. So, what brings strangers such as you to our shores?
Intrigue.
Mystery.
They dragged me along.
Half expected him to say coffee.
I was about to say for.
No, we would have been going south.
Well, Elfthelos is very much a place of mystery, of intrigue. A lot of ancient magic still run wild through our forests. It's actually funny you mentioned that. I received a request here for help from one of the cities up north, a small little place called Talen's Well. It actually sits about halfway up between Ilthalos and the Tree of Tales. They're having bug problems and they're requesting help. Unfortunately, currently the only decent warden I have not assigned elsewhere in this land is me. So, if you do not mind it wouldn't even be a quick sidetrack. It's literally the road takes us right through Talen's Well. If you would not mind letting me stop to take care of a bug problem, apparently, I believe we can be on our way. I would gladly show you the way to the Tree of Tales.
That would sound perfect, and we would assist in this bug problem as a favor or
Very well.
payments.
Now, on the matter
That's
of
okay with, of course, my compatriots.
I just go wherever I'm asked to go.
now we come to the matter of payment. Let's see. She pulls out a large piece of paper, goes, let's see, potential time travel, danger involved, hiring of a Class A warden. You three know how to fight, right?
Yes,
No.
and they're
It's us three and 2 or 3 more that they're still sleeping in this.
Makes more.
Just 2 more. There's no 3 anymore.
there might be 3.
I know.
He seems like the type to come and go.
Very well, at most 6 other people. Let's see here. Will you be providing your own food and resources?
Yes.
Well, I got to.
Darn, you mark a line through something. Very well. Round trip, including protection as well as a night watch, will come to 8,000 gold pieces.
Lord, what's his name?
Nuranel.
Nuranel. I don't want to mispronounce it.
You're good. Yeah.
Said you could build him directly.
You see that her eyes shoot up wide. Lord Nuranel. Well then, why didn't you say so? We'll give you the premium package. He begins to write things down. Both of you, all 3 of you, roll an insight check.
Can I roll a perception check to see what she's actually writing?
Sure.
Instead?
I'll allow that for you, but I'll tell you something different. So you know.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
That's a 16.
16.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So Montel, she is writing down, but she's nickel and diming everything she can.
Yeah.
But on natural 20, you notice that beside her are outgoing jobs that are marked pending, and there are things like find lost sheep, 2 gold pieces. Secure lumberyard from Wolfpack, 10 gold pieces. It's not a lot of pay and not a lot of high gold, high outpay stuff. And you can even the Wolfpack, it's two wolves. You two on a dirty 20, and what did you roll?
16.
16. You beat the 15, both of you. You look to kind of as you glance back out the open door to see the owlbear standing there. You see on closer inspection, some of the feathers are missing. The eyes have kind of like dimmed. The text. It looks like maybe this lodge and the Warners themselves, they don't have the flow of income they once did. And you can see she has found a money pot, and you don't get a sense of greed, but there is a sense of, hey, I've got all these bills. Oh, I just won a $12,000 lottery. I can now take, you get a sense that because everything she says is technically is something that is proper and right. And she's able to take 8,000 gold to closer to 20,000 gold. And she says, very well. And with that, we will send that to Lord Nuranel's accountant. And when would you like to leave?
We need to do a bit of shopping for supplies and other things.
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning is fine. I will meet you outside the western gate of the road. Tomorrow morning, say 8 o'clock.
Will you be supplying the horses and wagon, or should we buy our own?
Oh, Lord Nuranel will be supplying those.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Anything else?
I think that is a
That's all we got.
Well, of myself and Blitz, you see the guard break just look up. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Before we go, I must say that it's a very beautiful journey.
He's all right. You see him just kind of lays his head back down. So again, as you go out, you notice that the wall. This place is it's not falling apart, but you can obviously get a sense that there is a lack of funds to keep this as vibrant and updated as they would like to.
It's a little bit darker than...
A little bit darker than, yeah.
Okay.
All right. See a few places where maybe things were once but now are not there, may have been pawned or sold, that kind of stuff. All right. With that, you step out into the bright sunlight. It took you about an hour to take care of all that. So now, a little after noon, you look down to see the Lord Nuranel's carriage is still there, and now a line of children walking in as he's just sitting there passing gold. You get a sense of, Daddy, this is my friend. They're my friend too. They're my friend. It's like, child, you make friends with everyone in the city, but he's very smiling and jovial about it. You get a sense that he could buy this entire market district and still be fine.
I need to run to the restroom.
What time is it?
7.
7.
Seven. Okay, just take a quick restroom break. So, while Rikara is kind of just looking around, where do you want to go? What stores you want to visit?
I personally want to go to the sorcerer's stores because that sounds like, magic shopping.
Yeah. Ha! You fools, the bar. No.
Okay, cool.
I'm okay with a little day drinking.
Hey, no, it's afternoon drinking now. It's fine.
So yeah, their component supply shop, all that good stuff.
He did kind of give you a rundown. The sorcerer's stores is in fact a sort of magic item shop. The molding mill and apothecary would be sort of like where to get your sort of different magic components and that kind of stuff. Sleepy Anvil is a blacksmith shop.
Okay.
And the Sunken Compass pawn shop is exactly what it sounds like.
I'm gonna go there first.
I'll go there first. Okay.
Honestly, pawn shops are a real fun place to actually look at. So, like, we have till tomorrow. Montel's going to be going everywhere anyway.
Got you.
But he is also, he's actually also, got his coin purse hiked up high, having seen the few people. And he's going to tell them to also, keep your coin purse closer to you than you normally would. Merchant districts are notorious for things like this.
Okay. So, as you ask around about the pawn shop, the Sunken Compass, you get strange replies. People are like, why would you want to go to that god's forsaken place? As you ask, he goes, this elven female, you really want to go to that pawn shop?
Why not?
Well, the owner, he's a bit mad.
Sounds like the perfect person to meet.
Those are it's a couple. The man goes, oh, I mean, the fact he's a goblin in a high elven city, that's one thing to be mad about.
Perfect.
Very well. As he points forward, like almost back through a few alleys, the very end of the Orchard Plaza, very much out of the way. Was once maybe must be some sort of like just a small outbuilding, no bigger than this room here. But there's a slapdash sign. It's painted. It looks relatively decent, and it is the Sunken Compass. The large windows. We'll get to that. The large one in the front showing different items, very much odd and end type stuff. Like you see boots, you see a sword, you see a couple of old porcelain style dolls. There's a jar containing some weird liquid, and as you step in, there are a few magical beings around you.
Montel, always checking every shop he goes into. Would, of course, also check maybe this place actually in particular for any...
Roll investigation.
I just want to hear going at. That's why I wanted to come here.
4.
There's so many scritches and claw marks on this wood, you can't tell what's what.
Can I be assisted in with that? I'll be checking stuff out too.
Do you know thieves' can't?
Oh, thieves
I
can.
do.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
know
wanna
thieves can.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, Mr. One Level in Rogue.
When that happened? Wow.
2 levels ago.
So yeah, if you want, you can kind of give it 1 silver as well.
14.
14. There is one mark. It's the mark that means insane.
Do you telepath this?
Nope.
Okay. So as you step in, the door, instead of this normal jingle of bells or of chimes, as soon as you open the door, you hear bang. You hear customers. And from the back, you hear a little shuffle of feet, and now standing on this countertop is a goblin. It's about this tall. Not the normal green, sickly colored skin. His is a very vibrant, almost yellowish copper color. Beautiful green eyes. His ears pierced with several golden rings. He's wearing a pair of what look to be silk pantaloons that kind of stop just above his knees. He's barefoot, and he's wearing a purple shirt with a red vest over it, kind of buttoned up. Looks like a piece of string right here. He goes, welcome to the Sunken Compass. I am Skritz. How may I help you?
People new to port coming to look around.
Well, welcome. Oh, you have found the finest shop in El Berea. Let me tell you that right now. I have many great options here. What are you looking for? What can I sell you?
Is he wearing anything magical?
Yes, he is. Around his neck is a looks to be a jeweler's lens, and it's given off a very similar aura that your glasses give off.
Okay.
What are your specials today?
The specials? Where do you think this is, a tavern? I don't have specials. I have things to sell.
That's what I mean.
What is the oddest thing you have right now? Behind you.
What's behind me?
What is the oddest thing in this building other than you?
I'm gonna go find a
He's
bookshelf.
not, he's not wrong.
You be quiet.
Roll me an investigation.
I'll go look at the swords.
15.
15.
Are those
They're kind of like behind a metal grate. There are a few swords hung up. 15.
My intel is in fact just halfway keeping conversation with him.
Breaking out the book.
Breaking out the book.
He's looking around. He's just keeping conversation.
You do find an old tattered spell book.
Okay.
Most of the pages are missing, but it does contain 3 wizard spells.
Okay.
The first one, is Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
The second one is Alter Self.
Okay.
And the third one, Phantom Steed.
Okay. I'll put that book in my cart.
Okay.
Any other magical items popping out that I can try to glean what they might do?
Yes, we are. Roll me into the D20. As you just kind of look around, give it a glance.
Just a straight D20.
I'm sorry, investigation. As we now come to, we'll go to Ricard's looking toward the swords.
All these low rolls. 16.
16. There is one sword that you kind of feel a magical essence coming off of it, Ricard. It has the look of almost like a large needle with a glass, like a tempered glass kind of vial built into just, and you can see that the tip of the blade is hollow. Underneath is the nameplate that says the syringe rapier.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay.
I already had that one before.
Okay, cool.
That sounds familiar.
My intel actually asks him if he's willing to buy a few things. My intel's got some extra ball bearings, and he's looking to get rid of some of them.
Let me see what you have then.
Sorry.
By the way, Ricard, roll. What did you roll for your investigation, by the way?
I didn't roll any.
So you want to roll because that was just me picking a random item I already have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, what kind of items do you have?
Montel pulls 4 separate bags, and each one of them has 10 ball bearings in it.
Okay.
That was a 6.
6. None of these weapons give off any kind of magical aura to them.
Okay.
And he also pulls out the 1 poison sack of troll poison he has.
Okay.
And that's really all he.
So you watch as he picks up the bag of ball bearings and goes. I'm afraid I can't do much with these, lad.
That's fine.
Now, picks up the sack with the troll poison gland. He's like, Not really my. Whew. Maybe good on toast. Nah, not really my thing. Maybe the apothecary would be more.
Yeah, probably. I just figured I'd offer.
I appreciate you walking into space. So for your investigations, you're looking around. Several things pop out to you. One is coming from a small glass case where you see like several rings and necklaces are.
Okay.
Another one coming from a large wooden shelf where several walking sticks and staves are coming off of. And another is coming from a locked cabinet back behind his counter. So the ring, the staff, and an unknown object.
Okay. I'm going to ask him about the ring and the staff.
All right. As you walk over, the ring that catches your eye is this beautiful, here's what it looks like. A disc of white chalcedony sits within an encompassing band of black onyx, set into fittings on this pewter ring. The white gem sort of glowing as he goes, "Ah, yes, that thing. I know exactly what that ring is. That is a ring of staving off death. A ring that should you wear it, anytime you go to die instead, you don't."
Insight check.
Roll.
Then I'll link to you. You might need this.
16.
Through the tooth he chipped. He has no idea what this is.
Okay.
You roll, if you like to, you can roll Arcana, you can roll Identify.
I'll roll Arcana.
Okay.
15?
I used to be good at
Okay. This, do you have advantage because of the glasses, right?
I do. I'll roll again. 24.
24. Perfect. You've heard of this item. This is called the Ring of Light's Comfort. While wearing this ring in dim light or darkness, you may use a bonus action to speak the command word, causing it to shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for additional 30 feet. The ring automatically sheds this light if you start your turn within 60 feet of an undead or a lycanthrope. The light lasts to use a bonus action to repeat the command word. In addition, you cannot be frightened, charmed, or possessed by undead and lycanthropes.
Attunable?
Requires attunement, yes.
Okay. I'm going to come back to that and
Okay.
ask about the staff.
Okay.
We have so many items that require attunement floating in the party.
So there is, as you look, there is a length.
To be an artificer, man. Right.
The staff is carved from burnt ash tree. It is topped with an unhatched dragon skull. The staff can be wielded as a magic quarter. It's about the size of a quarter staff. It was, yes, that is the that is the staff of the older dragon. Yes.
Arcana check. I'm just not even.
Make the roll.
He's not lying. I know what that is. I mean, come on. Look at it and tell. Dragons are the best.
27.
You beat a 25. This is the staff of the unhatched. The staff has 5 charges for the following properties and regains 1d4 plus 1 charges at dusk, daily at dusk. If you expend the last charge, you roll a d20. On a 1, the staff crumbles into dust and is destroyed. It has the following 2 properties. Necrotic Strike. When you hit with a melee attack using the staff, you can expend 1 charge to do an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to the target. While holding the staff, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast Bane or Protection from Good and Evil from it using your spell save DC. You can also use an action to cast one of the following spells from the staff without using any charges, using your spell save DC and casting ability of Chill Touch or Minor Illusion. This requires attunement by a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask him what he has hidden behind the counter.
You said it has Bane on it?
Bane or protection, either or. You choose when you cast it. Roll me a D100, please.
Here we go. Here we go.
68.
68. So close. 60. Okay. That's. So he goes. Oh, that he rolls a natural 20 on. Okay.
Oh.
He goes. There's nothing back there. Roll persuasion.
I have advantage on these.
You do.
I was
Which is
gonna ask
good,
if
'cause
I
I
would
really
assist
suck
with
at
that.
13.
13. To a modified 2. Fine. I don't suppose it'd be anything you'd want anyway. Goes, he unlocks it, and he pulls out a large wooden chest. So he sets it on there, and you see it has the mark of Shalimar, the ancient god of the sea. It's a lot of sea motifs, a lot of different sea life and waves and swirls on as he sets it down, and it is radiating magic.
Said Bokuto.
Oh, good door.
It's a folding boat. My personal folding boat.
31 Arcana check.
It's a folding boat.
You got on the sea very much?
I was a captain in my younger days, yes.
Insight check.
What'd you roll?
It was like
A captain, you say?
I was the captain of the mighty Swiss cheese.
Oh, man.
Now can I roll an insight?
Sure.
check?
Because that was a nat 1. Oh, I can re-roll those.
Yeah, you're halfling, yeah.
That's a 6.
19.
19. In his mind, he believes he was a captain. But to him, he thinks if you have a boat, you're a captain.
You're not technically wrong, so.
About how much would you charge this? I know it's very personal to you. We're going on a trip ourselves, and we might be in need of a find such as you've been taking care of all these years.
20,000 gold pieces.
Oof. That's a bit steep, even for us rich bloods.
All right.
Did I try to persuade you?
How much is 1 platinum is 1,000?
Is a 100 gold.
100 gold.
100 gold.
Just persuasion check?
Yes.
Is there any like earrings or necklaces that look like they may be any like? I'll get back to me in a second because I need Finnegan's help.
Gotcha.
That's a 31.
On what?
19 plus 12.
But what did you roll?
Persuasion.
19 plus 12.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought his modified 17 resistance was strong.
It was.
He's just. You buy all the other 3 items I showed you. 10,000 gold for the boat.
This is including the 3 items.
God no. You
I'm
buy.
gonna set the book up there too while we're discussing all this.
No offense to you, sir, but there are other shops we were planning to go visit, so we can't spend all of it here, obviously.
Fine. Bandits. One moment. You see as he sits there.
Where the hell did you get all this fucking gold from?
the boat, the staff, the ring,
And the book.
The book. It's just only a few gold pieces for the book. It's not anything valuable in it. 15,000 gold for everything.
15,000.
Anybody care to roll an insight on, see what you know about folding boats? If you know how much like this kind of will be worth. An appraisal.
I'm not very good at insight, so somebody else might can take that.
I'm not good at insight either.
I'll roll it.
Go for it.
What you got? What's that?
23 insight.
Okay. I don't see
Actually,
that.
you've heard of similar items that they sell on their own between 15,000 and 20,000 gold pieces. This, a folding boat, when the magical word is used, can actually become one of 3 different sized boats. A small rowboat, a large longboat, or so the rowboat holds about 6 people, longboat holds about 12 people. The decent sized ship will hold about 20 people.
Ship.
A ship, a small ship, 2-deck ship with a single mast and crow's nest, Montel.
How long does it?
Until it's destroyed, until you send the command word to roll it back up.
So a fold out
ship.
This could be any one of the 3?
Yes.
Okay.
At any point.
Correct. You basically, there are 3 command words. You speak
Okay.
whatever you want it to be, small, middle, large, and it unrolls from the box, becomes the ship. You speak the command word again, it rolls up back into the box. Now, anything you store in the ship, when it returns to the box, appears in the space it was in. It doesn't go inside the box with the ship.
Mine lets both of them know this is a good deal over the mine link. But he's just like watching all this go down.
I mean, we're going to the forest. Do we need a boat? I don't know if we need a boat in the forest.
I mean, there are rivers and forests.
I mean,
it doesn't. I'm not saying that we should get it, but what I am saying is, it doesn't just have to be useful tomorrow either.
True.
By the way, the box itself only weighs about 5 pounds to carry. It's about this big, about this deep.
But my tell shoots out a better question is, could you two afford it, considering you two are the ones who own it?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what it was. That doesn't mean that I wanted it.
Yes. Master Goblin.
Captain Scritz,
Captain
please.
Strix. Yes.
I went to school a very long time to get. It took me a while to go past 5th grade.
Of course.
Thank you.
I only made it to 4th myself. Of course. Well, possibly we like the boat. It is a very fine boat.
Of course, it's a very fine boat.
I think we'll think on this and come back later.
Takes the boat, puts it back in the cabinet, shuts it, locks it. Puts the key in his vest. By the way, the key is attached to the strings. He puts it in his vest.
Montel asked Finnegan out loud, "Hey, you mind coming with me real quick? I'm trying to see if something is what I think it is."
Oh, how much was the spell book? I bought the spell book for whatever. it was.
3 gold for the book.
I mean, I could give you gold.
I mean, you can go.
I'll give you 3 gold.
So he goes, all sales final. So he takes the gold from you and puts it in a little pouch.
I guess I'll go look at whatever he's wanting me to look at.
Montel wants him to just look at like the earrings and rings to see, because he knows he can see the magical.
You see the one you saw, the ring of light, the light light center. Yeah.
Okay. That one lets you cast light.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's all Montel cared about.
You don't tell about the other part.
I don't remember what the part was.
Undead and lycanthropes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It basically the ring basically activates when you're within 30 feet of undead and lycanthropes, and then you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by undead and lycanthropes.
That counts for lich too, but I don't know if we know about lich.
So you know the
There's a
thing
lich.
that the thing that the hemlock did to you, where he charmed you. So he
Yeah.
was an abyss, was a demon, but the undead could not do that to you. Undead or any sort of Like them, by the way, is werewolf, bear, tiger, bat, anything where that curse causes them to transform.
Yeah, I mean, it could be useful, but it's situationally useful.
Montel will ask him how much he's wanting for it.
Such a fine ring such as this, I'd have to have at least 500 gold for it.
For a ring that only casts light?
It casts light? I mean, I
thought it was a ring of life or something.
Life-giving.
Well, of course it casts light. It's a burning light that gives life, and you know it'll protect you from death.
My friend, my armor protects me from death. The fact that I have already died protects me from death.
Apparently, it's done a good job if you already died.
But I'm here, ain't I?
I'll give you 1,000 gold for the staff and the ring.
Is your friend a zombie?
Hmm?
Is your friend a zombie?
He hasn't bitten us yet, but I mean, I'd watch it.
That's not a no. Fine, 1,000 gold. You get the zombie out of my store. Take it. Get the dead man out of my store.
I'll drop 10 platinum on
He takes 10 platinum, puts.
Montel walks out Montel walks out and is now laughing.
Just have to make a roll. No one dead allowed. As you leave the sunken compass. So so you have the staff and the book.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And ring.
And I'll make
Oh,
it.
yeah, and the ring.
And the ring. So you bought the ring as well?
Yeah, he
I'll
said
make
ring
item
and
cards
stuff
in the break
together.
for those. Yeah.
Maybe you should just go find a better magic shop, but not a crazy person. A less crazy person.
But
They're all crazy.
he was amazing. I liked him.
Can I tell how much this staff would have cost?
Yeah. Roll me a straight. Actually, it's called wisdom. You would need to know about something to understand its value. Roll me a wisdom check.
Could I roll a similar check?
With proficiency because of your glasses. I'll give you that.
More on the side of black market
Yeah,
trading?
sure.
13?
13? Worth more than 1,000 gold pieces.
That insight, right?
Wisdom.
We would have paid 2
Wisdom?
or 3 times that for that staff at an actual magic shop.
Interesting.
That would have been 8.
As you're looking at this stuff, by the way, you get a sense that he may have garnered it or gained it through less than legal means, like it fell off a truck or a cart somewhere.
That sounds sparkly.
It's not illegal unless you're caught, and or they come looking for it.
Fair enough. Okay. With that, where would you like to go next?
The actual
The
magic shop.
Sorcerer's Source?
Yes, Sorcerer's Source is where
Okay.
I think we're going next.
All right.
Yes, everybody. We every time we go to, we do a shopping session. Don't worry.
There are no stores here. Okay. Actually, I need someone to roll me just a D20.
Okay.
11.
Okay. So the store is you're looking for is the Sorcerer's Source. The beautiful building, very, very elaborate construction, about 2 stories. You see people moving in and out of it. A large, looks to be like a wand in the sign, casting magic off of it. As you step in, it is packed with people moving around everywhere. But a high elf male steps up to you as he goes, "Welcome to the Sorcerer's Source. I am Morel. How may I help you?"
We need some healing potions, any other potions that may help in combat or otherwise, and any other miscellaneous magic items that may assist us along the way. We're headed to the Tree of Hills.
Oh, you're into the Tree of Tales.
Yes.
Wow, it's a long way up there. Yes. Well, if you'll follow me, please, to my area, I will see what I can do to assist you. You walk past, different shelves and rows. You see weapons like kind of affixed to the walls behind glass. There's probably a good 10, 12 people in here looking around. He says, "I'll be with you in a moment." Yes, thank you. As he walks. So specifically, what kind of items are you looking for?
I think we need a few more healing potions.
Health. I do have a selection of health potions. They're going to be up the stairs in the potions area. Just there is help up there for you if you need anything off the higher shelves. Yes.
I'm looking for jewelry, mainly ear cuffs, earrings.
As he points over, jewelry and magical necklaces and such are in the case over there.
Thank you.
Scrolls, books, and I could use some magical protection.
Magical protections, just wards and wards and amulets are with jewelry. Books and scrolls are going to be upstairs on to the left.
Okay, I'm gonna go up there first.
All right. So,
As a point, since the encounter, I'll be looking out for any other dragonborn that I might have noticed in the meantime.
fair enough.
So
Okay.
I don't know if that will apply.
Roll an investigation real quick here.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation. Perception. Dang.
No, sorry. It's perception. It's perception.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
That's 16 plus 5.
21.
You are the only dragonborn in this building.
Okay.
30 dragonborn walking. No.
That was me letting it
So, the two head upstairs as Montel, you step over to the rings and such. There are a few like rings of protection, minor things like that you know very well.
He's not looking for rings. He is specifically looking for ear cuffs, earrings, things like that.
Okay.
He's got a lot of stuff over his hands, and he uses his hands a lot. So he's trying to start looking for things maybe that might be, able to just do passive things that aren't going to get in the way of him fighting.
Okay. There's in that case there are a lot less of those. There are only 3 of them. There is one that is a copper earring set with stones of blue quartz. The little plaque underneath it says "Ring of Deceiver's Warning." While you wear this earring, the stone's colors will change to red and emit a small hum if a shapeshifter comes within 30 feet of you. For the purpose of this earring, shapeshifter refers to any creature with a shapeshifter trait or can alter its form.
How much is that?
That's 2,000 gold pieces. Does not require attunement though.
Okay. And the other ones?
The other one you will see for earring, that's actually, those are a little bit more difficult in here.
Let's be honest. He's going to look at Montel, and Montel's just going to glow stick is what's happening.
Gotcha. The next one is the Ring of Remembrance. This earring is a sturdy piece of string tied at the ends to form a circle. While wearing it, it's attached with a metal clip. While wearing it, you can use an action to invoke its power by twisting it. If you do, you have advantage of the next intelligence check to recall information. The ring cannot be used this way into the next dawn. It's like a history check, recall information, that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
And how much is that one?
This one is only 1,000 gold.
1,000. Okay.
The last one is a gold ring that has a jade carving of leaping dolphins through it. More of the full ear clip itself. While wearing this earring, you have a swim speed of 40 feet. In addition, you can hold your breath for twice as long, and you can speak Aquan. Aquan is the language of like sea elves, merfolk, and certain sentient water creatures.
Sea elves? I can make a sea elf character.
It'd be water elf, but yeah, there are sea elves.
And how much is this one?
This one requires attunement. It is also 3,000 gold.
I think Montel's going to talk with him about the Deceiver's Warning.
Okay, the Deceiver's Warning. Good choice.
So, do y'all do any trade-in value, or do you...
We do trade. Now, we do ask magical items only, please.
Yes, of course.
And I have to admit, I trade to make a profit.
That's completely fair. Everyone should. Montel will first pull out the pouch of pixie dust with the 3 uses
3 uses still left.
and it actually takes off the bracer of shielding. As well.
Okay.
I have both of these items. I'm kind I don't need the pixie dust or the
So
bracer
he
anymore.
takes it, holds out each individual. 3 uses to remaining pixie dust. All in good order. And a ring of bracer of shielding. A little bit used, but still a little mending could fix this right up. I could give you 500 gold pieces for the pair.
Okay, 500 for the pair. Is there any difference if it's to go directly to trade-in versus selling value? I know many
For
shops do
trade,
that.
for trade, I'll go 700 gold.
700. Okay. A question: is the jewelry box with the deceiver's earring out for Montel to be able to look at it a little bit closer?
No, the jewelry is kept in a lock case. You'd have to get it out for you to look at.
Montel will ask if he can get a closer look at it.
Of course. So he takes it. The box, very simple, black box. He sets it down. You get by the way, I'm not going to have to let you know, but you can sense that there is a secondary effect over this, as is much of the items in here. Very much some sort of like security effect, anti-thievery type stuff.
I don't want to end up with some 60-year-old.
You're better alive.
Yeah. I don't want to end up with some 65-year-old swearing.
So I've recently come across a few problems with more demonic type shifters. It's been once or twice before. Does this also work against them?
Anything that has changed its form through magical, through non-magical means, that if it is a natural effect that it does, changelings, shapeshifters, lichen, anything that using its own abilities can change its shape. Out of game, yes. This will trigger around Rimbor and around the Hemlock character, yes.
Yeah, okay. And so you're saying...
It's the fact that you have come into more than one of these. I'm a little bit concerned for you, my friend. You may want to seek out new circles, yes?
But the ones I'm in are so exciting.
I can tell.
You found coffee.
Is there any room for you to go down with this at all, or
Roll persuasion.
Haggle.
Hackle with me, man. Hackle, that's, yeah.
persuasion? That's an 11.
11.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20 to resist you. So it's
It's as low as you can go.
as low as I can go on this, my friend. So the price minus the 700 gold pieces for trades.
I think that is well enough worth it for everything that this is going to offer.
Okay. So you take
here's-
this back, and also the remaining, mark off the remaining gold from your tally.
I give him 10 platinum and then 300 gold.
Perfect. Yeah, because this one was only 2,000.
Yeah. And I think after that, Montel,
Just kind of look around, kind of
yeah,
wander.
look around. If there's another bracer with a different effect, he may look at it, but that's gonna be
Look
later.
at that. Ricard, you step up to where the potion, because you wanted potions, right?
Well,
The health potions,
Health
yeah.
potions first, and then some other stuff.
There are several potions, and there is, turning on to face you, a Warforged and a sentient living automaton. He's about 6 feet tall, very slender build, looking very much like an elf. The ears even kind of curling to the point as he turns and goes, welcome to the potion section. How may I help you?
Yes, we're looking for a few health potions, and other potions may help in combat and otherwise.
Of course. For health potions, I have 3 regular health potions. I have 1 greater health potion, and then I have 1 superior health potion.
Ooh. So the superior may be out of our price range right now, but how much for the 3 and the 1?
All right.
This actually be fun.
Okay, so the 3 regular health potions are 50 gold apiece.
That's 150.
The greater health potion sure I told you right on that.
50 sounds about right for both. The regular ones.
All this is unfortunately is on my phone, so. Come on. So there we go. All right. Perfect. So it's 50 gold for the regular.
Mhm.
The next one is he has one greater health potion.
And that's the 44.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, this you got it right here, GH.
Oh, cool. Perfect. All right. All right. And then,
I can't pronounce it. Right.
all right. So 50 gold. Greater healing is going to be 200 gold pieces.
Mhm.
And then the one superior is 2,000 gold.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then Rick has the regular healing potions
50.
are, regular healing potions are 2d4 plus 2.
Mhm.
Greater is 4d4 plus 4, and superior is 8d4 plus 8.
And it's possible. Okay, and any other interesting potions around? Of course.
Of course. All right. Roll me a d6.
96. It's really great. Ida, 5.
5. So there are 3 others. The one that catches your eye is a small, kind of amber honey-colored clay jar with what looks to be a stylized bee with a crown on it. The little tab attached to it says Queen Bee Potion. This spicy mead is brewed from royal hives and shimmers with a rose gold hue. When you drink this mead, your charisma score increases to 20 for 8 hours. The mead has no effect on you if your charisma score is already equal to or greater than that.
How many hours? 8 hours?
8 hours.
So in game.
In game, 8 hours.
Well, mine's already at 18. What's yours at?
Mine is 16.
How much does the price tag say on this one?
That one has a price tag of 800 gold.
Oh.
That is a rare potion.
You said there were, what's the other two?
The other 2, you have there is a block of tea. It says the 7 flavored tea of forgetfulness.
Okay.
It's actually, this one is actually kind of in a small glass case with a lock on the back of it and a small door. But the little tab on it says, this potent brew is made to erase the memories of the souls of the deceased in the lower planes. When you drink this tea, you must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, or immediately forget and permanently forget all the events of your life. You remember your name and you recognize people you knew as familiar faces, but you have no context with to place them. The memory loss lasts until removed by the greater restoration spell or similar magic. There's a price of 5,000 gold pieces on this wondrous potion.
That sounds highly illegal.
And the third and final one?
The third and final one is a very warm, it actually looks to be glowing, like there's some sort of like golden light coming off this potion. It's called the Broth of Bolstering. This rich broth boosts your body's natural defenses. When you consume this broth, you have advantage on the next saving throw you make against disease or poison within the next 24 hours. This can be drunk in response to being poisoned to have advantage on the save.
And how much is it?
100 gold.
Okay.
How much gold do you have that we don't know about?
I sold 2 cards of the deck of many things, remember?
each of those, or
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Question about that later. Out of character.
Which one? The
Did they come anything?
that many things? Okay.
That situation.
Fair enough.
Do I have to? I'll go up to the automaton and. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Mixer.
Mixer.
Mixer, yes.
As in you mix.
Yes, I
You
am
create
the
these
potion
potions?
here, yes.
Oh, that's very interesting. Very fascinating.
Thank you.
A few of these potions have caught my eye. Do I have to buy everything up here, or can I put everything in a shopping cart and?
Oh, well, whatever you would
Purchase
like,
them.
if you'll just let me know, I will take it and I will send it down to Morel, and you will be able to purchase it all down there at one time.
Okay. The regular healing and the greater healing, definitely,
Okay.
and the honey, the queen bee, and the last one,
The broth.
the broth. Yes.
Okay, so 2 regular.
So that's right there. at
Did
one-
you want the greater as well?
Yes, I got the greater.
The greater healing
That's
potion.
1,000.
You wanted the broth of bolstering.
According to my math, that's going to end up to be right now at 1,250.
Perfect. And then the queen bee. Okay.
And a possible maybe looking at the tea.
The tea, the big tea. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the tea.
All right. And this is just for me during the break. I'll knock up these cards real quick. Unhatched. The lights. Okay. Okay.
And then I'll head downstairs to look at the swords and weapons and all that.
Gotcha.
fun stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
Sir.
You, sir. As you are looking around, roll me an investigation, please.
28.
28. Okay. You find a scroll.
Okay.
The one that catches your attention has the tag Scroll of Conjuring on it. By using an action to recite the incantation inscribed on the scroll, you can conjure a creature to assist you, chosen by me or by the D8 table here. Once the creature appears, the scroll crumbles to dust and is destroyed. The creature vanishes after 8 hours, or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. It is friendly to you and your companions, acts on your turn. You use a bonus action to command it to move and what action it takes on the next turn, or give it general orders such as to attack, and it will repeat those orders. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Alternatively, command the creature to perform a single task, which it will do the best of its ability. A task can be simple as remove the debris blocking the passage, search the castle, remain unnoticed, take count, or return here and draw me a map, but must be able to be completed within 8 hours. This creature, this scroll, will summon a centaur.
I'm going to send it downstairs.
Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. First, I need you to roll me 86 to see if this is lesser, great. To make a D20, lesser, greater, or
D20.
common. Just a straight D20.
8.
8. That is a centaur. Yeah. In that case, this is worth 300. It's 300 gold for the price.
Okay.
Okay, you send that one down.
Okay.
Roll me another D6 real quick.
6. 3.
3. All right. So it needs 2 more. All right. The next scroll you'll find is the little tag says Scroll of Fabrication. You can draw a picture of any object that is large or smaller on the face of this blank scroll. When the drawing is complete, it becomes a real, non-magical, 3-dimensional object. Thus, the drawing of a backpack becomes an actual backpack you can use to store and carry items. Any object created by the scroll can be destroyed by dispel magic or by taking to an area of an anti-magic field or similar circumstance. Nothing created by the scroll can have a greater value of 50 gold pieces. If you draw an object of greater value, such as a diamond, the object appears authentic, but a close inspection will be made of glass, paste bone, or some other common or worthless material. Object remains for 24 hours or until you dismiss it as a bonus action. The scroll cannot be used this way until the next dawn.
Okay.
That's also 300 gold pieces.
All right, and there's a third scroll.
There is.
Okay.
The Scroll of Treasure Finding. Each Scroll of Treasure Finding works for a specific type of treasure. You can use an action to read the scroll and sense whether that type of treasure is present within 1 mile of you for an hour. The scroll reveals the treasure's general direction, but not specific location or amount. I choose the type of treasure or determine by rolling a D100 to consult the following table.
Yep, I'm gonna send that one down.
Okay. I will make my roll right now to determine what it is. That's an 80. Whoa. Okay. This will detect magic items. This one is going to be 500 gold pieces.
Okay. So yeah, I'll send that one and the first one down.
All right. Just the first
scroll of conjuring.
Okay, and then scroll treasure.
I'll send Alice a sentient beast.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to look for while you're in the shop?
I wanted to look at
Swords?
swords or
Swords.
anything
And I was going to look at different kinds of bracelets.
specifically on how to get
I'm gonna look
anything
for
dex
bracelets and
based.
stuff too.
Gotcha.
Not
Okay.
strength based.
Gotcha. So you want finesse weapons?
Finesse weapon for dex based.
We can do that. Alrighty then.
That would be swords, bows, you know, fighter.
Okay.
Don't know for how long. Dancing
There's just a general sense of like slight worry coming from you at all times right now.
Insight check on Ricard.
Go ahead.
All right.
15.
15. Should I like roll anything?
Sure. Roll a. You will roll a deception check.
Oh, that's my jam. Deception.
Yes.
13 plus 8 is
21.
21. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Peachy.
Okay.
Good.
You come across a rapier. The tag says a mordant blade. You can use a bonus action to speak the magic weapon's command word. Cause the blade to weep a caustic green acid. While weeping acid, the weapon deals an extra 2d6 acid damage to any target it hits. The weapon continues to weep acid until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you sheath or drop the weapon. While holding the weapon, you can use an action to swing it in a wide arc, spraying acid in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in the cone must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 4d6 acid on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Once used, it cannot be used again until the next dawn.
Sounds interesting.
Okay.
So that's like you said.
So,
2D,
so
2D,
rapier, dealing an extra 2d6 acid damage while it's weeping acid.
2d6 plus on top of 1d8.
One, I believe, rapier is 1d8, yes.
That's a maybe. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
stick that into. How much is that?
That one is going to be 3,000 gold.
Okay.
Beside it is a dagger with the tag that says Lockbreaker. You can use this stiletto-weighted dagger to open locks by using an action and making a strength check. The DC is 5 less than the DC to pick the lock. On a success, the lock is broken. There is a little bit of a addendum that says sorcerer source not responsible for those who use this dagger in any source in any way, and are not responsible for any stolen or burgled property that will come because of it.
How much is that?
That one is 1,500 gold.
Grandma can use that in case he can't pick anything, or he can't pick anything, or he can't pick anything.
If he even exists.
I don't think I have proficiency with thieves' tools.
You should if you're a rogue.
Okay. And there was there's a short sword called the Hexen Blade. The colorful surface of the sleek adamantine short sword exhibits perpetually shifting iridescent sheen. Has a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The sword has 5 charges, regains 1d4 plus 1 charges daily at dawn. While holding it, you can use an action and expel 1 or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells, using the spell save DC of 15. 1 charge for Disguise Self, 3 charges for Hypnotic Pattern, 2 charges for Mirror Image.
How much is that?
That is also 3,000 gold.
I'll put that in the basket.
You put that in the basket.
Put the rapier back.
You basically just read, you take the tag off of it.
I'll take the tag.
And you set the
Any magic arrows about?
Yes, actually, quite a few.
Fire, man.
You're gonna walk out looking like Grim does, just all the weapons.
All right. The first one you see, back over to Id. Okay. There is a very strange arrow. The shaft of this arrow looks to be made out of tightly packed white sand. This is the thing said in the little tag, so this is the sand arrow. The shaft of this arrow, made of white sand that discorporates into a blast of grit when it strikes a target. On a hit, the sand catches in fittings and joints of metal armor, and the target's speed is reduced by 10 feet until it cleans or removes the armor. In addition, the target must succeed a DC 11 con saving throw or be blinded until the end of the next turn. It's literally pocket sand.
That sounds interesting.
And it's 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, that was,
Arrow sand.
Roll a d6. How many there are here?
3.
There are 3 arrows. So 150 gold to take all of them.
Sure. Right. 3 arrows of the sand pocket thing?
Sand, they're just called sand arrows, yes.
Pocket arrow.
Pocket sand.
And the rapier was 2,000, 3,000?
The rapier would be 3,000.
Oh, not the rapier, the short sword.
Well, the short sword was also 3,000, yes.
Either way, you're spending money.
There also is a siege arrow. This thick, black, almost bolt-looking type arrow has a dulled, dunted head. This weapon when used to attack a standing structure or object, deals an additional 1d12 force damage and has the siege property, dealing double damage to standing structures. There's only one of those arrows. Also 50 gold.
Sure. The sword's a tunable, right?
The Hexen Blade
Thanks, buddy.
requires attunement, yes.
That's fine.
All right. And the last one is called an enraging arrow. When you hit a creature with a ranged attack using this magical arrow, the target must succeed a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or become enraged for 1 minute. On its turn, an enraged creature moves towards you by the most direct route, trying to get within 5 feet of you. It doesn't avoid opportunity attacks, but it moves through or avoids damaging terrain such as lavas and pits. If the enraged creature is within 5 feet of you, it attacks you. An enraged creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success.
Shoot someone from the sky, watch them run around trying to get.
I was thinking that too. How much is that?
These are 25 gold apiece, and they're roll a d6. I mean, they are those.
6.
There are 6 of them.
Ooh, okay. That's what, 50 apiece or
25 apiece.
25 apiece.
So 150 for all of them.
You're gonna get nickeled and dimed.
It's for a good cause.
If it's attacking him, it means they're not attacking me. So I'm cool with it.
And those are the items that catch your attention.
You're a flat too.
So
Can be
I mean,
invisible.
if
What if I
theoretically
don't have to cast those? I can
that's
cast
gonna happen,
other
if I'm in
spells.
the air and
They're going to do their best to get to you.
and they're gonna
Meaning they'll throw stuff at you.
they'll
They're
just be concentrated on me.
yes.
Oh, okay. Until
Until they pass the DC 11 Wisdom save. Yes.
DC 11.
13.
13. Yes.
Okay.
The DC 11 was with pocket sand.
Okay. Alright. Oh, good.
All right. he's already paid for the earring.
And but I am looking through their bracers now. Not a bracer shielding, just anything else.
Roll investigation.
What was your bracer shielding?
It's a natural 20, huh?
What was your bracer shielding?
It allowed me. It basically gave me a smaller, a weaker version of the shield spell because it gave me a +2 to AC as a reaction.
Okay.
But I have a lot of stuff I can do on my reaction for like cutting words. I'm like cutting words, and I have something else that I was doing on my reaction.
Bardic inspiration.
Well, that's cutting words.
There is a bracer that has a stylized spider detailed into it.
Mm-hmm.
Bracer of the spider. The wearer has spider climb, and as an action, you can basically cast entangling, like entangling vine, but it's a web.
What is the price tag on this?
That one is 1,000 gold.
Okay. Question. With you getting all of these items together, do you eventually actually say, hey, do we want to pull all of our items together?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll send that over mine. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mine's how it gets this like right after getting the earring, and it's just like.
All right. Anything else?
You wanted to look at the.
Yeah, I'm looking for like something to boost my AC that's not like actual armor.
Investigation.
Protection.
Yeah, stuff, ring of protection, stuff like that. And also maybe some staffs.
Okay.
28.
20
wands and stuff.
you will find a ring of greater protection, which will give a plus 3 to your AC. All attuned to it.
Okay. Requires attunement?
Yes, it does require attunement.
Mine doesn't.
As for staffs, okay.
Wait, what is your AC?
13.
Hmm.
I cast mage armor to give me another +3.
Okay.
Like it makes it 13 plus whatever my dex is. So, or whatever other,
Yeah.
bonuses I get. I don't wear armor.
All right. There is a staff fashioned out of looks to be elk or reindeer horn. It's just called the Elkhorn Staff. As a bonus action, you can grant a +1 bonus to saving throws against spells and other magical effects to a target that the staff touches, including yourself. A bonus lasts for 1 round. If you're holding the rod while performing the spell, dispel magic or comparable magic, you get a +1 bonus to the ability check.
Would that work on counter spell as well?
I mean, that is the same
Or
school of magic.
comparable magic,
Yeah.
you have a +1 bonus. Sure, Mr. Finnegan, sure. It's 100,000 gold. No, it's 1,000 gold.
Okay. Send that one back.
Sells the soul to something or someone.
Grab the ticket or whatever
Yeah.
for it. Okay.
So it's now DC play. You have a +1 to the check.
Oh, I have much more than that, my friend.
And start cast only 9th level spells.
I lost
Yeah.
a friend to not being able to counterspell.
I actually like that. That's
It is.
very appropriate. I like that.
Oh, I have other bonuses to it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like it's not just whatever that is.
Okay. The other one that catches your attention, it's not a staff, but it's a wand.
Okay.
The tag on it says Frungulator. This strangely shaped item resembles a melted wand or a strange growth chipped from arcane trees of the older plains. The wand has 5 charges and regains 1d4 + 1 charges daily at dusk. While holding it, you can use an action to expend a charge, point it at a target within 60 feet of you. The target must be a creature. When activated, the wand frunges creatures into a chaos matrix, which does something. Roll a d10 to consult the following table to determine the unpredicted effects. None of them are especially good. Most effects be removed by dispel magic, greater restoration, or similar more powerful magic. That's what it looks like.
Let me see.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
curious.
I'm grabbing that ticket.
1,200 gold pieces for that.
Oh, has that not been sold before now? I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
these people have no taste.
Does that require attunement?
It does not.
Okay. Does the staff require attunement?
The other staff does require because it's affecting your natural spell
Right.
casting. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so yeah, sorry about those. Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to gather up, carrying everything, the tags back to the counter, Morel standing there. Did you find everything you were looking for?
And so much more.
I am glad. He looks up and goes, "Oh, you're buying the frangulator. Brave on you, dear friend. It's the magic it possesses is not something that many people around here would like. It's a little bit too chaotic for us."
I'm not from around here.
He goes, well, and I believe you have the price currently, Ricardo, because I've been writing down the items.
Prices. I have the prices of the items I've picked up so far.
I've got the prices of the items. I chose
Okay.
this one.
I didn't write it.
I remember it was 1,200 and then 500 for the elk staff, and then
Mhm.
1,200 for the frangulator.
And 300 for the scrolls.
So the scrolls, yeah. So
Okay.
12 and 5 is 7, and 3. 12 and 5 is 7, and 3 is 2. So you have 2. You're at 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
All right. Then Montel, how much is yours?
Mine's 1,000.
Yours is 1,000.
Because it's just the bracer right
Yeah.
now.
And then Rikara?
It's 4,250.
4,200.
Damn!
Possible 5,000 on top of that
For the
for the teeth.
okay. I'll put that up here. All right. So as Morale looks, he goes, "My, it's such a very big selection here." The total comes to 7,250 gold pieces.
I know this won't make a small dent. I'll pull out the +2/+2 sword and
So he goes,
it's somewhat. And take off it's probably like 25 gold for the braces of archery.
Okay.
10 gold, I don't know.
I'm going to put my Ring of the Steadfast Mind up there for trade-in value as well.
You gonna put your Yone stone up there?
The who?
The stone that gives the double
Oh
concentration.
no, you're not taking that from me, sir. Oh no. Oh no.
So Ring of the Steadfast Mind goes, for all the items here, I'll knock 1,200 gold off the price.
Is this magic, or would I be better off selling this to an armor?
The sword?
The sword.
The sword isn't magic. The effect to give it the additional bonus to hit is magical effect.
Okay.
What was this staff again?
The
It was the
the
Elkhorn.
Elkhorn staff.
Okay. I'm going to put the staff that I just bought from the other guy
Okay.
up there.
So the staff of the unhatched.
Yep.
Let's see if he knows what this is. It's a base 19. He goes, "Where did you find this?"
A dragon sword.
Yes, it was a tough
That's a
battle.
3. Don't roll deception.
I hope you know. I was about to back you up.
I will take, for trade-in, only trade-in, I will drop 2,000 gold off the price.
Just for this
Just
staff.
for that staff.
Okay.
So far additional 3,200 gold off.
I tell you what. You take all the trade-in value that we have, and we give you 2,500 gold.
Can I assist him with this talking? No.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very persuaded.
Go ahead and,
Oh yeah, you're
yes,
definitely
you
better.
go ahead and roll
persuasion
with
than I am.
advantage, yeah.
Let me roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll also give you bardic inspiration.
Will you allow that?
That's fine, yeah, that's it.
this is a group project.
What's this, that a D8?
Yeah, D8.
Okay.
Oh.
19. What was it last time? A 31? Wasn't it? 31 plus 5. 36.
Jesus.
I feel like we probably have an even trade here. Let's just call it good.
All right, so the
We're not gonna
current
rob
is
them.
72.
We can give them some money.
72.50.
I'm gonna give you my gloves is what I'm gonna do.
Quit giving me the gloves. I need the help.
That's a expertise in persuasion. Like you have expertise in
I have expertise in
How
performance.
did you get expertise?
skill.
Oh.
You get to double your proficiency.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
4,050 gold for everything, including that's with the trade-in coming in.
All right, we're good.
It takes the gold, takes the items, and it gives you your stuff. They go and collect the things, the tags, they hand to you. You see as he takes them, he breaks an enchantment on them. They are now your items.
All right.
Was the earring I bought a clip? Or
Yeah, it was a large clip. Yes.
just making sure.
Actually, it's kind of geared for elven ears. So there's kind of a little bit of a boop to the top of it.
That's fine.
All right. With that, we're going to take our break. I do apologize, folks. I know shopping episodes can be a little bit taxing. I hope I kept it interesting for you. It's currently 8:11 right now. We'll take about a 10, 12-minute break. We'll come back around 8:25. Stay with us. Everything is just about to kick off. I swear there will be role play in our role-playing game.
This is the role play.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. Later.
I gave you
Plus, I just realized I forgot to
And I'm
actually
gonna
ask
give you-
if they could
we
change
An enchantment.
an enchantment
I'll give
over.
you-
Because I need to change my dart's enchantment to a different dart.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
What?
this requires attunement. All right, I'm already attuned up.
Yeah, but you can swap out on days that we know we're.
They will be. The players will be back soon. Currently, that is this thing. You know, nobody around you. Kind of a drag. I do apologize. But yeah, I do apologize about all the trolls. I need a lot more mods. I appreciate that. Don't worry. Taking care of now that I have. I've gotten it taken care of now. So how's everyone going? Trolls are trolls. You just got a lot to learn to live with them.
Oh yeah, they'll be everywhere.
They give traffic, let them stay. That's fair. I mean, I've learned that any news is good news in a way. It's that whole thing with entertainment. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is like a little slow. Shopping sessions always are. Are you signed into the live? Send hey real quick. Just type in hey real quick. We're playing 5th edition.
I've been talking with the people this entire time.
I blocked and reported him.
I've tried to.
Well, I'm about to give you mod permission. So.
Oh, well, I need to find you again. Quick enough.
Should have gotten the tea for free. Yeah, get the tea, drink it, forget he has it. Thank you, Paul Stream. I appreciate the report. 5th edition, yeah. 5th edition to me is probably it's the most user friendly. There's Rikara. We're going to go ahead and take care of that.
Every time I do the Rikara here, you know why I do that? Or I think of Zuko. And Avatar. And
Yeah.
Zuko here. Meeting the gang. Yeah.
That's okay. Apparently, I can't make you. That's weird. All right, but I am not following you though. So that's why I am not on. I'm on my backup account. That's what's going on. Why can't I make you? Oh.
You're on Uncle D&D.
Yeah. So we go here. Whoop, nope. Go to Rikara. Everybody gets an up-close view of me. Hi, how you doing? Manage. You are now a moderator, sir.
Oh, sweet.
Perfect.
There we go.
All right. I do apologize, folks. I'd forgotten that none of my moderators were busy this evening. That's entirely on me. We've got that taken care of now. But yeah, look, I grew up a long time ago, back in the 90s, where the trolls were a lot more aggressive than just saying a few names at you over the internet. So I learned to live with them. But like you said, they give viewers. So in the end, I win. Second edition is, it was one of the original ones. It was a lot more unforgiving, a lot more restrictive as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know. I lost a lot of viewers. That was my fault. Hopefully they'll come back. I do feel bad about that.
There's always next week.
What does it say on your roll box there, Ricard?
My Roblox.
Your tower.
Oh, hold up to the camera. I made this myself. I'm somewhat of a crafter. Can y'all see it? Here be dragons. And do you allow monster characters?
I do. Some of them. I love goblins and hobgoblins, that kind of stuff. I don't go as far as say anything in the monster manual, but the official monster disagree that the second was more restricting. Really? How so? Stand and deliver, sir, please. Original D&D's from the box. It's a little messed up. Hey, if it's still in the box, that might be that might be worth something, man. Especially nowadays. Gary Con. I do not. Where's that one at? Janders 68. Where's Gary Con? Running any special dice? Not really. I've got a few metal ones I like to run, but nothing really special. What's second edition? Forgive me. The second edition. Dungeons and Dragons second edition, or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, I believe is the other name it went by. The natural four. The natural ones have. This game's been going on since last October, last November, around
I think
there.
we started at the end of September.
It's about 6-7 months.
I think our third episode.
Oh yeah, there's been tons of different editions.
Yeah.
Hit points to use a term for yes, you still have hit points. Do not use monster characters because not so much that, but it's hard to translate certain abilities that the quote-unquote monsters have into usable, workable traits for characters, for player characters.
Didn't the new revised edition come out with maybe modified stats
For a couple of them, yeah. So there's a few here on here tonight. Hopefully 2 of them are on their way.
They're not coming.
They're not coming?
They're not able to go.
Oh, Lord. Okay, that's fine. That's
just been texting me.
okay. Well, it's all right. We can still have a little bit of fun this evening. May not get as far into the story as we like, but yeah, we're on here every Sunday. Thank you. This is we are playing at our local game store. This is the Dungeons and Dragons room here in the Hive in Macomb, Mississippi. No for you in this food. I do play Magic the Gathering. Commander is one of my favorite formats. I do play a little Modern occasionally. I'm a Tron player. Don't hate me. But Commander is my favorite format.
I know nothing about that. I have the box. I won.
You have the box. That's awesome.
That I won here, the door prize. It's still in my truck. And I haven't had time to come here and play.
That's awesome.
I still got the box for it.
Translate. Okay, I'll give a look into it then. If any of my players ever want to play a monster race, we'll see what we can do. That's not a bad idea.
I'll play a Bugbear one of these days.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I tried Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Masked Heroes and Blue Eyes. It was just not my style of game.
Yu-Gi-Oh! was back in high school.
Eldrazi Tron for yes. Dragons Commander, exact same. Big Dragon fan. Yes, Dragon all the way. We are playing a homebrew campaign. This is one that I've written. It's in a world I created. Aside from the shopping sessions, I think it goes by pretty good.
Yeah.
Lurkin Durkin. Hi, Lurkin Durkin. Welcome.
Well, it's based on the regular D&D stuff. I mean, Bahamut's D&D. TMS.
I mean, I'll admit, I maliciously steal from other sources to make it my own.
Right.
Magic is the way, all else is heresy. Fair enough. Hey, Magic the Gathering is the first trading card game. Richard Garfield made it. Join the live through shared invite. Hey, Pete Poole, welcome. We got more people coming in and joining again. Again, guys, I do apologize for the trolls. I didn't realize I didn't have a mod going. That's all. I'm going to try to get a few more so that issue will not happen again. But for those of you who stayed around during all the BS, thank you so very, very much. And for those joining in or coming back, I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Hey, Rose, thank you. Love it. Can you get the character fight a hill giant? Well, I tried to, but they befriended the hill giant.
Yep. There they go.
The greatest of all time.
We're expecting him to come into like the final BBEG or whatever. I mean,
turns out he's been behind the entire. He is the Arcanist.
No. I'm like him to show up to help.
Actually, an artist with zero experience and questionable painting skills, maybe. I'm new to this as well, to this whole streaming and stuff as well. So, if you follow me, let me know, and I will gladly look at your stuff. I mean, I like here. I'll give you a follow right now, just so you can send me some of your stuff. I love looking. I love art. I love artists. They're great. Mm-hmm. First up here, loving it. Thank you, Mark Maximus. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Maybe.
You gotta.
Fox Day, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Cthulhu Skunk. I love that name. That is good. I think you've just won greatest name for the night. Thank you, Cthulhu Skunk. Welcome. Get them to fight some Drow. Why? Drow are not bad anymore. Actually, a few of our players are descended or even are Drow. Soon on other platforms. Not yet. I'm getting the equipment. We're going to start doing YouTube live, hopefully by the end of this month, if not beginning of next. That camera's going to be set over there. But yeah, eventually we're going to be doing Twitch and streamings and stuff. I got a whole big plan that I have to get to it. But staying for the enthusiasm, thank you so much, R. Slicker. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're just being a bunch of nerds.
Seth said he'll be here at 9 and whatever character he's playing on.
Perfect. Seth will be perfect. Yes, for those of you just joining in, a letter was left by the Tiefling Bravendil, who basically flipped them the bird, stole a very expensive statue, and went deuces and left. Actually, a little bit of both. Some of these, they do laser printing here at the Hive. Like a lot of these, like these are all handmade. These are pre-made from like the Pathfinder D&D boxes. Most of these are printed. Some of these are from different things. Our dear friend Makara here, kind of a cardboard connoisseur.
Paper minis are just fine.
However, there is a hidden figure that I don't think anybody has seen yet. We have him locked away because he's just a figure of great evil and maliciousness. And that is Strahd von Zarovich.
That's the thing I like about, I didn't know when you started D&D if I could have minis. You know?
Yes.
But I mean, cheap minis that you type out, pictures.
Actually, I think this one also is one that he made for the...
I didn't make it up.
You bought this. That's cool. A little bit too big, but still, I'm gonna. If you don't mind, if I can take them and paint it.
Yeah.
I love because I think this would be great for a statue. Because there's a whole big thing in the.
Actually, I had a question. I need to run by you.
What you got? Who's nerdier, you playing or me watching you play? It's a fair point.
For the Triceratops mini, we would have. I thought about having him on laying down and do like a 15 by 15 square, whatever.
Yeah.
And then should any players choose to jump on top of him, we could just place the mini.
Interesting. Okay.
Instead of trying to balance the mini on top.
Look, sometimes
we're playing 5th edition, Bobo Zombie. We're playing 5th edition. Any rules that's definitely not allowed. I don't think I've actually outright banned any of the base rules. I've adjusted some, like to drink a health potion as a bonus action, but to feed or give a health potion is an action. I do allow you to cast 2 spells in a turn, but 1 spell cannot be above a 3rd level.
Has to be a bonus action.
Has to also be as a bonus action. Get them to fight Orcus. Don't give away the ending, Janders. Don't give away the ending.
Who's Orcus?
Orcus is the demon god of... Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Look, I'll go into it.
Please do, because I have no clue who this is.
Very creamy creamster. Yes, this is D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. The one and only. Dysfunctional join. Welcome. We're all a little bit dysfunctional. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Okay. I thought this was Warzone. Give it time.
I haven't had a chance to cast Fireball yet.
Did you see where somebody said, "I really hope you guys make enough money so you can do this for a living"?
That would be amazing, but
Probably not.
that's a look. There is no. I hold no qualms. I know that I can never, critical role is a thing, and I understand that I will never be that. But if I can run a game where my players enjoy it, where the people watching it enjoy it, that's all I need. And you guys, that's why I do this. It's for the enjoyment of my players, and then to do funny voices and act like an idiot to a bunch of total strangers who see me and go, you know what? This guy's funny. Let's watch him every Sunday. As a dad, I salute you. Well, thank you, sir. I cast magic missile into the darkness. Bribe the snacks to bribe the dungeon master. They occasionally do, but right now I'm good, though. Thank you.
I'll bribe you with other things.
Don't tell them that. That's our secret. All right. So, Seth will be here at around 9, so in about an hour or so.
Oh, did you? Shelby had to be rushed to the ER. I didn't know if you heard about
I
that.
did not know what happened.
I didn't give you details. But that's
Okay,
what
that might have been what all the Facebook. Okay, I'll have to.
Yeah, that's what Jeff said.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to check that then. Okay. So, as I believe we are about ready to kind of come back into this, thank you guys so much for sticking with us again. I know it's not it is my fault. I should have thought about it and had more moderators. But thank you all so very, very much for sticking with us. Now that we got the trolls out of here, may they burn into the bridges they dwell in. So, quick hands, burning hands, fireball teeth. Don't give him any ideas.
All hail the fireball!
I already made a mistake when I gave out the healing stone to let him have 2 concentration spells. I'm gonna start targeting that thing to break it. Okay, let me fill up my my custom Dungeon Master's cup here. That is, it says that I am drinking the tears of my party.
Which, to be fair, he's made someone cry today, so...
A good cry.
Yeah! It doesn't say tears of anguish.
Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Do you not know what cheese paper is?
Okay.
It is the wrapping paper. When you take the wrapping paper of a hamburger, there is cheese usually left on the inside. That's where
Oh, okay. I do that.
You must not have grown up poor.
I didn't know that was cold.
Could you pass that around, please, and throw that away?
I didn't know that was cold.
It's like, cheese paper and peanut butter fingers. Peanut butter fingers is right. Just take a dip it out. It's great. Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
All
At
right.
least use a spoon.
Aren't you fancy? Do you really need a rogue in 5? Rogues, actually, I don't think rogue. Early editions, rogues are pretty busted. Rogues are not too bad. Higher levels, they're difficult to kill, but that's because if they get hit, they die. We have 3. Yeah, we do. D&D, yes, D&D. Welcome. We are playing D&D, and with that, as you step out of the sorcerer's source, still in the bright day. It's been about an hour and a half now since you've been inside of there. I'll be sure to get all these. I've got these written down. I'll take care of them. Get these back to you guys on next Sunday. As we come back to the game, as the 3 of you step out into the little afternoon sun, the sea breeze coming in off the coast, keeping enough of the warm sun to kind of, there's a bit of a cool breeze coming in to keep it at a comfortable temperature. Where would you like to do now? Where would you like to go?
Did we split the bill, didn't we? What was it, 4,000 something? Or 2,000? I forget what it was. I didn't erase anything off my sheets. I was just
I gave you 10 platinum, so that's 1,000 gold.
You gave me 10 platinum.
Yes. I don't know if you wrote it down or not, but I deleted it out of my character sheet.
Oh.
To help with the cost of it, gave you 1,000 gold.
Even though I also got us, the biggest discount.
And I'll give you 500.
You give me 500
Yeah.
platinum? Oh, no.
Gold.
Platinum!
Gold!
It's coins! It's coins! Don't do that!
Okay,
Alright.
and then, so the total cost was 4,000 something?
4,050 gold pieces.
Okay, I can do that.
You did buy most of the stuff.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
You did.
That's debatable.
Okay.
I mean, you had like $4,000 worth of stuff, or gold worth of stuff just on your own.
Dude, my thing was only 500 gold.
Alright.
I still want to get a bag of holding. Does that just come free and, just...
We go back in there and find the bag of holding. Like, surely they just gave us a bag
You
of
step
holding.
back in and goes, actually, there he sells bags because he has a bag of holding. There are the 3 different bags of holding. You have the lesser, greater, and major. Lesser is 30 square feet, up to 250 pounds. The greater is 50 square feet, up to 500 pounds. The major is it's 100 square feet, up to a ton.
What's the minimum cost?
They are 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 gold pieces each.
Oh, hell. Or just get all 3.
Also, in my world, putting a bag of holding inside a bag of holding does nothing.
Oh,
Ripping
come
a bag
on.
of holding just means all the items fall out.
Come on.
Do you want to go to the astral plane and just not exist?
I mean,
We could find some-
we'd like to make something else do that if we need
Well,
So,
to.
by the way,
What if we have to find some 9 eyes?
lesser bag of holding, a greater bag will be about. That's actually a major. The major bag of holding is like my side satchel. A greater bag would probably be like a woman's purse type size, but in between size.
Well, the lesser's opening big enough to put a half brick of coffee?
Yes.
Cool.
It's about this size. This is the lesser, yeah.
My tail doesn't even haggle. He puts 10 gold down, or 10 platinum down.
Okay.
Is that it? Just info? Yeah, sure.
1,000, 15, and 2, yeah. And he goes. Okay.
Yeah, so altogether we'd be looking at what, 3,500?
For one of each.
Yeah.
235. Not counting his is 35. If you buy a second one, it'd be 4.
Yeah, no.
And I hate that.
Mine is personal.
I'm going to give you 10 more platinum.
So are you each getting a bag of holding?
So I got 2 more.
Yes, that's
Let's
1,000
just do
gold.
the lesser 3,000 gold, right?
No, the lesser is only 1,000 gold.
Yeah, but
So
it's
just 3?
one each.
One.
Would
Yeah,
be
one.
3,000.
So and yeah, that'll hold that dimensional area is 30 foot. Well, 30 foot cube technically, and will hold up to 250 pounds. It's 250, 500, and 1,000 pounds is the biggest one.
Cool.
So 1 platinum is 100 gold, right? So
Yes.
Also, immediately my tail drops the rest of his gold pouch into it.
Just like, cool. Pours it, takes the tea, slowly put.
So if he already bought his, I'll put down 20 platinum for a bag of lesser for me.
I think he hands each of them to me.
Yeah, bag of holding.
Yeah, bag of
Lesser holding.
I gave you those gloves.
You did.
Yep.
I got them.
I bought them for a singular purpose and never got to use them for what I bought them for.
Yeah.
Because we killed Rimbor and I was going to use it to...
We killed a lot of people. Keep this in mind.
Look, to be fair, he deserved it, okay?
Yeah. We haven't killed anyone who hasn't deserved it.
His
As
name
far as
isn't
everyone
even
else
really
knows.
Rimbor.
You
So-
never found the type of creature he was called a bone claw.
Okay.
Don't know
So-
if he actually had a name.
To the question that I had earlier
Okay.
about him selling the cards for the, what's it called? The deck.
The deck of many things. Yeah.
Yep. Who did he sell them to?
He sold them to Halifar,
The defense guy.
the tiefling.
Mm-hmm. So that's not the guy that we rescued from down in the.
No, that was Hemlock.
Hemlock.
Okay.
Ages.
All right.
Uh,
That's all I needed to
There's
know.
there's
'cause
3
I-
different H's in that one city.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Halifar thought he had a deck of many things, but it was only a deck of illusions.
Mhm.
And he didn't find that out until later.
yeah.
And then you started selling.
Well, I was concerned that we sold the Bone Claw guy
No.
No.
to deck of many thing cards.
That would have been fun. Anyway,
That's been bothering me for weeks
You
now.
did not sell him the.
No.
But by the way, he only sold 2 cards to Halifar, and the pouch that he found had 3,
We're
Right.
looking at
which he is now absconded
So,
with.
yeah, I was about to say we don't even.
And I have made that a story point. There's going to be some shenanigans coming off of that.
Yay! Monster.
we see explosions in the distance. Anyway,
All right. So as you step out of the sorcerer's source, the line of children that was in front of Ladado now has kind of dissipated, and it's just Lord Athos Nuranel and Leah just sitting there enjoying this like big box of cookies and donuts, just laughing between the two of them. As you stand there, I need all 3 of your roll perception checks, please.
That's
Could I have attuned to the sword at this point?
No, you literally just picked it up, so it's yeah.
I bought it for one specific purpose.
Purpose.
dirty 20.
320.
11 plus
18.
18.
16, I believe.
You all DC 15, so you're all good. As you're standing there, the sorcerer's source. So the way this is set up, because it sits on a large bay, you have the dock district. Then what you're in here is called Orchard Plaza. It just kind of comes off of it. And then above and around you have the canopy district, where the nobles and the royal state is. The sorcerer's source is kind of sits toward the edge of the dock. So as you first step off the dock area, it's one of the first buildings you see. And you see, as you're standing there, several dock workers are walking past, going, "Look, I understand he didn't need our help, but the captain have to be such a jerk. I mean, what? Who does he think he is? Look, just because he names his ship some god awful god he named it. What? Steve, what was the name he called? It was like the Knights Prowling or some bullshit like that. Yeah, some god awful bugger. Just whatever. Come on, lads, let's go have a drink at the tavern."
I think that is.
Yep.
You remember that for a few minutes.
You just kind of sit there. You're literally go, "Ha!" You hear the name?
Okay. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
We need to go check out this ship.
The ship.
Yep.
Mm.
We're not leaving until tomorrow.
Mm.
We've got everything else lined up. And so somebody needs to go tell the Lord that we're handling some investigating.
Mm.
And at that point, I'm going to cast the invisibility and run off.
Of course it is.
I need to go to the apothecary though.
So, IRL, he says this, he goes, and yeah. And Montel's like, "I need to go to the apothecary."
Pulls out a sack of poison. Just back
I'll
in.
try to
That's
see.
real, by the way.
Yeah, just boom, he takes off running invisible.
Don't split the party. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Hey, if
So-
if he dies invisible,
Oh, I guess some other character.
would we be able to find him?
No, when you die, there's the concentration.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I like being sane.
All right. So he is taking off running. What are the two of you doing?
I wanted to go to the armory place.
How close is the apothecary?
It's probably at most a couple blocks over. You can kind of see the
Montel walks that way.
literally the sign hanging down is of a couple of large, like, kind of cantaloupe style melons. They do like to be like kind of old and molded. Not actually just like a wooden sign.
Also, Montel just sends to him, if you need help, just send over the ring.
Actually, the distance, like, it takes you maybe 5 minutes to actually get into the dock district. So you're not that far from it.
Yeah.
And so as he's heading to the apothecary, you want to go to
The armory.
the sleepy anvil?
The sleepy anvil.
Okay.
I'll pull the
I don't wear
over.
armor, so
Do
I'm
I? Again, do I see any?
Roll perception.
I'll have like the sword out.
Yeah.
Oh God. Social report.
Sorcery point.
Same roll. Same roll. 8.
8.
I don't see nothing.
You do not see anything.
Okay. I'll head towards the sleepy anvil.
All right. So as you head to the sleepy anvil, real quick, don't worry, Deaton. I'm keeping an eye on it this time. If we've got a couple of people kind of watching to make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm gonna let he gets that 1. If he says anything else, he may just try and be funny, which that is kind of a funny thing to say. But if he does anything else, he'll be gone. So we will start now because I know the beauty that's going to come from you, sir. So we're going to save you for last. That's all right. Montel, as you approach the moldy melon apothecary shop. It's fair observation. As you approach the moldy melon apothecary shop, roll me a perception check.
27.
27. The smell that hits you, there's a lot of stuff in this place. There's earthy smells, floral smells, bit of spicy smells. This, as you step in, this has got everything your little heart could like this. Any sort of potion ingredient, and the very ancient, wizened-looking high elf female behind the counter. As you step in, she goes, "Oh, welcome, dear. Please come inside. Come in. What can Albaya do for you today?"
So I've got some troll poison from the forest near Lontra, across the sea, and I don't know what you can do with the rest of these troll parts I have.
What do you have?
He pulls out like 10 pounds of troll fat. Just straight up 10 pounds of troll fat. Yep.
It's just, troll fat is very useful in many ingredients.
Yeah.
You have about 10 pounds there.
Give or take, yeah.
Are you looking for trade or sell?
Uh,
I want you to roll me a straight luck roll to see how well this troll fat is kept.
that's a 15.
It's still usable. It's still fine.
Honestly, I'm honestly just looking to sell.
Very well.
There's not a whole lot here I would personally use. I'm not really a potion kind of person. I prefer to buy mine straight up.
No offense is given, son. It's all right. Tell you what, I will give you 10 gold for the 10 pounds of troll fat, and 15 for the venom sack.
15 for the venom sack? Okay.
So 25 gold for the entire gift.
Okay. Looking around, does she actually sell any kinds of long-staying poisons.
What's your investigation check?
13.
13. With some of the ingredients you see around here, in the correct dosage, in the correct mixtures, a master potioner could create some very lethal poisons. And get a sense that a lot of this kind of shakiness that she adds, that it's maybe a bit of a facade. What'd you roll?
13.
13. Aside from that, you don't really read much else into it.
I think the 25 is good enough. It's better than it stinking up my brand new bag of holding.
Well, that's not really how bags of holdings work, but I understand you. I do. And she takes a bucket, and you see it take a kind of like a wooden ladle or wooden paddle, the tapered tip, and just kind of scoops it all into it. Takes it, the sack, puts it aside. I really appreciate it. The troll fat, especially. We don't get a lot of trolls hunted in this area. Especially those that do hunt, troll fat's very useful. It's used for fire-resistant salves and potions, that kind of stuff. Thank you very much.
Actually, what's the name of the forest we're going to again?
Alden Forest.
I'm actually going to be going up through Alden Forest. Is there anything you may need from up there? Any berries, roots?
Roll me an insight check, and you have to beat a natural 1.
I think I might have just beat it.
At that word, you see her eyes go for a moment. You're heading up into the Alden Forest.
Yeah.
She leans in and goes, I don't suppose. She raises her hand as though to brush her like hair out of her head, and she thieves can't. The word is friend. She's asking a question.
He replies yes, both in thieves can't with symbol and yes out loud for the fact that she's asking.
When you say that, when basically you make the sign and then say it, her entire demeanor changes. No longer this kind of wizened crone. She stands up straight and tall. Then we may be able to do some additional business. Go close and lock the door. She steps back and goes in the back room. We'll come back to that in a second. Rakara, you approach the sleepy anvil. Quite literally, the sign is of like a normal anvil, but it has a small like cat kind of curled up on top of it, snoozing. You inside hear the sound of metal on metal, obviously something being hammered away. You step in, Mel Elf standing there and goes, "I'll be with you in a moment." He starts hammering down. As you look around, beautiful master-crafted wares. What really catches your attention is a line of ironwood weapons. And you can see as well, actually showing what he is working on is a piece of ironwood. As he takes it, he heats it up, and he pulls it out, and you see him take a very strange knife, and he begins to carve off pieces of it. And as the wood begins to cool, he takes the hammer and starts to add and flatten to it. As he finishes, he sets it down to the side with that cure for a moment. Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm a fighter by trade. Just looking around for. I've heard amazing tales of ironwood.
You'll find no greater substance for a light and nimble weapon in the entire world of Faeterra, my friend.
Can shields be made of ironwood as well?
Unfortunately not, because ironwood's strength is in the fact that it can be compressed and compacted down, but when shields are being made and it's flattened out, it doesn't hold as well, and the thinness of what ironwood is, it kind of wobbles and warps.
So you're more in the trade of weapons than armor?
I have some armor, yes, but the actual ironwood itself is only for bladed weapons.
Okay. I'll show him. I'm more in the line of finesse weapons, but I'm interested in any armor that you may have as well.
I may have some leather armors and maybe a few half plate and chainmail if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Half plate. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you looking for?
Just to see what he has. I mean, I'm already wearing half plate, so if there's a half plate plus or anything like that, or if that's a magic thing, or a masterwork thing.
Let's see what we can do. He looks at your half plate. It was Now, is this the armor you had from your time in the Emerald Squad? Is this your military armor?
No, I got this from Hellfar.
Hellfar. Okay. Is there any kind of magical aspect to it? Okay. So it looks like it goes. It's a decent make and quality. It's not nothing impressive. Let me see what I can do with it. Would you mind waiting for a little while?
Sure.
See, he takes it and goes. The thing about ironbark, while it cannot be used to make armor, it is very good at reinforcing armor. It's open. Come in.
Open!
You want to DoorDash some guys?
Hey, there they are. Welcome. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome two of our other natural ones, Seth, a.k.a. To Be Determined, and Jeff, a.k.a. Grim.
What do you mean?
Hi.
What happened?
Oh my God. Oh, it was glorious.
We killed you while you weren't here, so
Oh, well.
Find that.
burn the body, ashes in the ocean.
Find that very unlikely.
We found a wish spell in the meantime, and then wished
And you used it
to get a
to
real
kill Roman.
No, we used it to bring
I
back
mean,
Kieran.
that is the only way to do it.
Oh, God. All right.
Oh, you guys are ready for the shenanigans.
Okay.
Usually we are the shenanigans.
We're shopping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're currently shopping.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
They finished up shopping. Now looking at
They're still shopping.
They're still shopping. He heard some dock workers saying to a tavern that the strange, gaudy ship called the Knight's Prowling has pulled into dock, and he went bye, invisible, and ran off.
And we both looked at where he was and went, we're not dealing with this.
So at this point, I'm going to say this point is where Grim, you will have woken up a little bit later in the evening and slowly made your way, kind of walking nonchalantly down to the docks where you were told everybody was. All right.
Glorious.
You get
Hi guys. Sorry.
Actually, I want to say is as you're walking, you actually see a Ricard has kind of turned into what looks to be a blacksmith shop called the Sleepy Anvil. As Ricard, as you just finished taking off your half plate and handing it to the elven blacksmith, you turn to see you hear a familiar voice, and turn to see your dear friend Grim.
Oh, you're awake.
Alright, sorry. I had a horrible time getting to sleep.
My goodness. You never slept this long before.
I know, I must have needed it.
Look,
So-
sharp, shiny stuff.
Oh shit, sharp shiny stuff.
So you watch as the blacksmith walks over, and he's got several strips of. They look kind of almost like 2x4s. You watch, and he takes one and kind of as he puts it in the fire, and instead of engulfing, the wood seems to just brighten and glow like metal. He takes a very well sharpened chisel, hits down the center, turns it over, hits it again, back in the fire, letting it grow back to that light color. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Glow to that bright color it once was, pulling it out with a chisel, now breaking it in half. He does this again until he has 4 straps, about 4 inches by an inch, sort of 4 inches by half an inch. Then he takes your half plate, lays it out, and begins to work the almost molten wood into around it, reinforcing it and everything. Takes maybe about an hour and a half before he finishes. He hands it to you, goes, give it a few moments to set, and about an hour or so to set and cool. But it's going to be, I should have told you the price, do apologize. But a simple job like this is only 200 gold pieces.
I'll pay him 300. That was
Oh, thank you. Add +2 to your current armor. The AC goes up by 2.
+2?
+2.
Oh, dear Lord. Don't tell me that.
Wait. Sorry, this is only one strip. +1 is a +1. This is a +1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just said no. It's each one of these is no, but I cut it in half, so it is still +1. Yeah.
We were both about to go. Hold on. And
But this is only for armor that is not heavy. I think half plate is right there at the
It's
yeah.
like the top tier. Right?
Yeah, it's right there at the edge of it, so it's fine.
Okay, so,
There's enough leather and cloth and half plate to adhere these two.
Cool.
All right. I have an idea where to bring you in if you are ready, sir.
I found the friend.
Oh, no.
Hello, my friend.
He pulls a card.
I am Krolin.
It's a purple tiefling with a mustache just standing there.
Hello, I am.
Hi, Archie.
I am not the old person you. No, yeah.
Okay. So, Cara, as you feel a while there. Finnegan.
I was staying in the shop with all
Yeah.
the coals and
Kind of just talking to Grim. Finnegan.
shiny stuff.
You step out onto the docks.
Okay.
Roll perception for me.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's a 12.
12. Something does catch your attention, and it takes you a moment to realize what it is. At the very far end, where this very kind of like sleek, a little bit bigger than a schooner, but more like, think the Intrepid from that saw very, very thin, like elongated ship, made of wood that is almost jet black. There's nobody around it. Like in everybody else, there's people moving and shifting things back and forth. But that area where that very sleek looking ship, there's like no dock hands, nothing moving around it. You also notice that there's a new skyship present, and this one is massive. It's so big that it's kind of been docked lower on one of the conical towers. Has 4 weir stones attached to it, and it's called the Dragon's Reach.
Hey guys, there's a new skyship here called the Dragon's Reach. It's fucking huge.
Akara,
Oh, huge.
the Dragon's Reach is the king's personal ship.
Is the sword tuned yet?
That's right, bitch.
So,
I'm playing the king.
I want to say at the hour you've been waiting for, you've attuned to the sword. Yeah.
So here's a question. He would have probably sent this before the door would have gotten locked, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You stop. Do you shut the door and lock it? Or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is a him situation.
Gotcha. So, which direction do you go, depending?
So I'm gonna drop the goggles.
Okay.
Anything magical while I'm looking at the Knight's Prowler.
Actually, yeah. The masthead of this strange. It looks almost like a cross between an owl and an eagle. The large rounder head with a thick, piercing raptor. The wings pulled back. There is a lot of magic coming off this figurehead.
Okay. How far away from the ship am I right now?
It's at the other end of the dock, so maybe at most a little over half a football field.
Okay. So I'm going to look around for an alley. So I see one.
Yeah, there's sort of like an alley.
Taking a mental note of where that is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And then, just to avoid any running into anyone or anything, I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Oh no. Low flying Finnegan's back at it again.
invisible flying thing.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
And I'm gonna fly over to where the thing is, the magical bird.
It's where it's located. It's still over the water, but the dock kind of comes close to it.
Well, I mean, I'm flying, so I can.
Oh yeah, you
go
get
straight
it.
at
You get over to it. Roll me an Arcana check.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a halfling.
17.
What?
There are enchantments that will affect the speed of the boat, that affect its stealth, that affect people seeing it, that affect it being observed from various ways, and there's almost a bit of magical sentience coming off of this figurehead.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm gonna fly over to where it begins to go below deck.
Okay. As you kind of ease up over the edge, that means you are invisible. Okay.
And I'm flying.
And you're flying,
So
and you're
I'm
flying, you're flying. You're not touching.
And flying.
Okay.
Make sure you know.
He's falling with style.
Okay. The top of the deck is deserted, but you do see the ladder leading down into the hull of the ship.
Okay.
And we'll come back to you in a moment. The bustle of the docks here in Ilmaria see many different travelers every day. People going here and there, seeking their fortune. Some trying to delve the ancient forests of Ilthalas, looking for treasures lost to the ages. One such adventurer that has made his way here is a stout but brave-looking dwarven fellow who is just stepping down off the gangplank on a ship that has come from places other than here.
Look, it's alright,
Yes.
cool. Be all mysterious, why don't you?
Mr. Seth, if one were to look toward this stout-hearted fellow, what would they see?
You would see a dwarven man who has clearly is stout with strength, but also underneath his clothes has armor on, chainmail, and on his back has a shield, and off to the side of him you have some hand axes, but you do see him also almost using almost a cane is this huge warhammer that he sort of walks with, and he has sort of a hood over where when the wind will hit it just right, and it will pull it back, and you will see that he has a huge scar that has completely destroyed one of his eyes, to where he's only got one eye. As he is, and with definitely a beard, not too long, but is very thick and has bits of black, but also a good amount of gray in there as well. Who's walking?
So, what brings this dwarf to the capital city of the High Elven Empire?
Did we discuss that?
I don't know, did we?
I don't remember.
Did we discuss that?
I think we discussed it. I had not a whole lot of
Of course I know I'm here. I'm here because
I'm here
why am I
because
here?
I'm here.
I'm here because you are.
I'm here looking for adventure.
All right.
Hello,
All right.
He walks up to you and says, "Hello." I am Haggarty.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
All right. So
We'll wait till it gets hot here.
Krolin.
if he's at the docks, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
All right. So, Krolin, you step out onto the dock proper. Roll perception.
Oh, fantastic.
Crawling.
12.
You also notice that among all this, like this hustle and bustle, there is that one spot at the very far end where you see that like nobody is kind of there. There's no dock hands. Nobody seems to be moving around it, and you notice two very obvious, like haggard, not so nice looking individuals, kind of posted up on a few large crates, just kind of politely dissuading people from getting any closer to this area.
They're not nice looking individuals.
I will make my way over there.
As
I will be making my way over there.
Making my way uptown.
with that now, we jump back.
Slowly.
We jump back to Montel. As you step back, you turn to see that this elven woman has stepped out with a book and a looks to be a piece of purple cloth kind of rolled up. As she kind of sets it down and goes, "There is something that I could use from the woods, from the deep within the woods of the Alden Forest. And I would pay greatly for it and pay greatly more for the discretion to get it."
I don't speak to very many people very long, so
Within the forest is a singular mountain. At its base is an old mine that my people sank in there many hundred years ago. But misfortune and disaster befell anyone who tried to use it. However, as she opens a book and you see, do you read Elvish?
yes.
Okay. You see what is a diary, a journal, with like hand-drawn pictures and such. And goes, one of the last workers kept this diary, and they mentioned seeing a strange mineral. A mineral that seemed to glow with an unearthly hue. And she opens up this small folded piece of cloth, and laying in it is this almost chloric green, this kind of sickly green mineral that in the dim darkness of this building, you can actually see it kind of glowing. She goes, "This is a small portion that cost me a great deal to obtain. And I would be willing to pay very much for any other amount of this material."
So Montel's going to ask this out loud, acting as if he cannot read the journal himself. Does the journal tell of like any specific area where this was more?
In the deepest recesses of the mine. By the way, the word that this writer gives to it is void stone.
Void stone.
She doesn't tell him that it's called void stone.
Correct.
Okay.
The journal does.
Do you mind if I flip through and look through at some of these pictures?
Go ahead.
I can't read Elvish, but I can understand drawing.
Now you have to roll a deception check.
That's completely fine.
Until.
Until I roll a 1, yes, I know. Deception. Let me double check my handwriting because that does not look correct. Okay, cool. That's a 26.
Woo. You came to Ilfilas, specifically Ilmaria, the capital city without knowing how to read Elvish.
I came with a dragonborn and a little gnome-looking fella. We came to do something they wanted to do. Okay, I came because I heard that there was some amazing coffee and some amazing entertainment to be found here.
Come to a land just for the coffee.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh,
I had to come to all the gods' moment.
Well, that's not unheard of for visitors to come here. Very well. But you are confident you can procure more void stone?
I'm confident I can try. I can go down as far as I can.
Then you will make me and my... Should you succeed in trying, you will make me and my benefactor very happy and yourself very wealthy.
Does, in the journal, is there like a miniature map? Like even
Actually,
a
yes,
crude one?
there is a crude map showing exactly where this stone was located in the mine.
Okay. He sees if she'll allow him to just copy that map, so he has at least some idea of how to get there.
Very well, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
As you usually sit and copy the map.
While I'm copying the map, I'm also reading the actual Elvish to see if he says if any symbols.
Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
You can do it.
Investigation 17. I need to roll this die more.
The part that you're kind of looking at and drawing, you see something kind of, as you're like going back and forth, moving. As you're flipping through the pages, a word catches your attention. Arcanist. Do you focus and read that page? Well, you rolled a 17. I'll say you kind of like as she's. It says, the damn fools are treating us like we're dogs. We've lost 5 men already this week. This blasted Arcanist they work for, he doesn't know what all it takes to pull these stones or how little they are of them. The gold he gives, yes, is worth it, but not if we're alive, if we're dead, we can't spend it. Whatever he wants to do with that on that godforsaken island of his, at least when we get it to him and get his gold, we'll be done with him.
Okay. I need to make a personal roll to see if Montel would have remembered something that the party does know.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
With that, yes, he.
What was it?
I'm for sure they've said that we have a piece of void stone already. Because the thing that we got from
You're almost remembering it.
was it not void stone?
It came out of his chest, yeah.
Was that void stone? What? But the
Montel,
amulet.
take
It was a black thing that was
Take your
stuck in my
point of
chest.
inspiration.
Okay.
That was about it.
Where's my ball?
It is a very similar mineral to what was pulled out of his chest.
Okay. Montel doesn't react to like seeing the Arcanist.
Bravo, by the way. That's what the point is for. Bravo.
But he makes a mental note of this as he just finishes up the map to the best of his ability.
Do you have any idea how long it will take you to procure?
Well, considering we are going up to the Tree of Stories, lore, something like that. Montel's playing dumb. It's on purpose.
Oh.
Montel's playing dumb on purpose.
Like,
We're going up that way first.
It's not protected.
Is this mine close to there? Like,
Actually, no, yeah, it's about a day or so from the Tree of Tales to the kind of the northwest of it.
okay.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Who has it?
I think I have it.
Okay, just make sure.
I mean,
So I know you bought
It's-
the staff. I didn't think you picked up the ring as well.
Which ring?
Yeah, because he wanted it.
The ring that should fight is for me.
Okay.
And he bought it because he got both the staff, the ring, and me getting kicked
Now
out.
here's my big question. Did you give him the ring?
I assumed I'm wearing it.
High or low?
Hi.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. So you have it.
Also, remember, I also have the shape changer earring as well. So,
as she offers her hand to shake yours to close the deal, at the touch, what coming up?
I was gonna say that ring works
The bees!
within 30 feet.
Not the bees!
So-
God!
Also, I'm sitting realizing.
so this is how I die,
the
everyone.
ring. Okay, so that's what I forgot about the
Okay.
ring. So
We've been expecting
plus
you to die.
there's a
long
yeah.
enough.
Okay, so
Finally happened.
I rolled percentile,
pray for it.
and you picked high, and I rolled an 82. So
All right, so we backtrack about 5-10 minutes now to Rakara finishing putting on his armor. You're now attuned to the sword. Talking to Grim as the dwarven blacksmith, make sure it fits. That should give you a good amount of protection. Yes.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for your business. Anytime, please come back. Thank you.
Thank you.
As you step out.
Yeah, some nice sunny shit.
Hand over my face.
So as the two of you just kind of step out and look around, you very, very clearly see from about half a city block down a bright white from inside the moldy melon apothecary. Rakara, you know you saw him enter into it about an hour ago.
Hey, Rikara, you're the one that's into the magic shit. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but we need to go rescue Montel, apparently.
Montel's in there, you fucking dick!
Appropriate reaction.
and you guys thought I was the one that was gonna die today.
We're gonna.
All right, they take off running.
Yep.
Montel!
Wait for that. Finnegan, you're currently about 10 feet above the deck of the ship. What are you doing?
Do I hear anything from inside?
Roll me perception.
Oh, all right. 17.
Yes, actually. You hear the sound of heavy feet, the footfalls. So the deck of the ship, there is a ladder going down, but like right in front of it is the mast. In front of that is a large, kind of covered grate.
Okay.
You watch as you hear footsteps moving around in that grate. You look down to see men. You see obviously sailors and men pushing. I say men. There's basically people.
All right.
You see people gingerly, like they're trying to take great care, pushing these large crates about 8 foot by 8 foot into what is clearly a rig to where you swing a crane over, it drops down, you attach it, and picks it up.
Okay.
But on a 17, as one of them kind of shifts against it hard, you see as he jumps back as that crate moves.
Is the crate? Is it open in
It
any
is
way?
solid. It is a solid wooden
Okay,
crate.
so I can't see inside the crate.
Correct.
Okay. Can I see what might be the captain's quarters from here?
Yes. The captain's quarters are back, and you have the top where the wheel is, and underneath it is the captain's quarters.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna fly down
Okay.
and just kind of stay, sort of like back crawl
Okay.
on the top of the ceiling.
Okay.
So I'm looking down at them.
So you're kind of going in.
Yeah, in and then
All right. I
yeah.
want you to show me a dexterity check.
Okay. While I'm flying?
while you're flying.
Okay. I'm pretty good at those. I'm going to use a point of inspiration. Oh gosh. That was worse. So, I don't remember how many I had, so I'm just going to say that was my last inspiration. That was a 7.
Ooh, ow. As you dip down, one of them kind of begin to move up the ladder.
Mhm.
You have to kind of move out of the way, and you put your hand up to steady yourself, touching the wood of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel a magical boom as your hand makes contact with it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to make you roll. You're pretty much aware that you just triggered something, and now somebody is alerted to your presence.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at my hand. Can I see my hand?
You see your hand's still, well, you perceive yourself, but
Okay,
you're
but
still invisible.
I'm okay. That's
Yes,
cool.
yes.
I'm cool with that. I can work with that. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue looking around, seeing, try to get a little bit closer to where that crate was.
Okay. There are a total of 4 crates. Again, they're about 6 foot by 6 foot. The one you get to, roll me a luck roll, D20. 11. When it shifted, it did crack a little bit on one of the sides. And as you lean in, you see for a moment this glowing, deep red eye staring out before it kind of moves away, and you hear something kind of shifting inside the box.
Okay. Do I hear any growling or anything like that? From inside?
You hear a very faint
Okay. How many workers are down here?
currently there are 12.
Fuck. Ugh, okay.
You do see that while there are 12, 8 of them are actually working. 4 are standing off with weapons. These weapons are massive, great swords. These are weapons that deal a lot of damage. And you note it. Roll perception. Let me see. This one I'll have to make you roll for.
8.
8. Just massive, big weapons.
Okay. All right.
Okay. As you're kind of floating there, you do hear a sound and look up to see the crane head slowly moving out and over, and you hear one guy, "Let the captain know we're about ready to lift off," as the sound of quick moving boots comes running down the ladder. We'll get back to you. Come now to our new friend, Krolin. Krolin, as you have stepped up to the...
Cronan number.
Krolin, as you have stepped up to these 2 individuals, one goes, "What do you want, Shorty?"
Well, that's no way to talk to anybody you just met.
"I didn't want to fucking meet you to start with."
That's no fucking way to talk to anyone you just met.
"Oh God, this one's stupid. What do? I don't want to beat up somebody that's not all there. What do? Just watch the other guy steps down. This like half-orc individual, scar across his nose has been broken 1 too many times. He leans in. "You don't belong here. Go that way." "I told you I spoke dwarf."
I can hear you just fine.
"Oh, good. And fuck off.
What are you doing over here?
Personal business." You watch a large crane, like one of the guys have gone to this kind of old style tack and pulley crane. It's just starting to kind of like remove the lever, starting to begin to crank it slowly, the head raising up and slowly starting to turn out toward the ship.
Considering you didn't lead with that, I think you're full of shite.
The other guy jumps down and walks over. Again, he looks like he should have orc blood in him, but just appears to be a human. He goes, "Look here, Shorty. I don't give a fuck what you believe. But if you want to keep breathing, You haul your hairy ass back up this dock right now.
You're very rude. At some point, that rude mouth of yours is gonna get you in a lot of trouble.
Is today that point, Shorty?
That's your decision.
What the hell? What the fuck? You just walk by, you see a warrior princess with a short and a beard?
Alright. Who's fucking with me?
The guard leans up and goes, you ain't worth my time. Rock fucker. Turns away from you.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wait, you can know about that.
I would mess with somebody who fucks rocks. I mean, God.
You gotta get your rocks off somehow.
Well, what do you do?
I mean, do they look like they're doing anything like...
Roll me an insight check.
You fuck rocks. You.
Nine.
Wow.
9. I mean, something isn't really sitting right, but you're not 100% sure. They could just want some
More
privacy.
hardcore than I could ever be.
Alright. I'm going. Well, not because you fucking told me to. But because you're poor ass company, and I don't want to be here anymore.
All right, well, Paul's there. So, Montel,
Oh, God.
What the fuck's over there?
as the light fades, you are now standing face to face, holding the hand of this creature that is pale, sickly white. Some sort of reddish mineral across its fingertips. Its face pulled back, wide mouth, just staring at you. And you have seen something like this before as it leans in and goes, "You shouldn't have done that." As this looks very much like a creature that jammed its hand into your friend Grimm's chest and nearly killed him.
God, it's Joan Rivers.
Question. Does it let go of Montel's hand?
No, you still.
I swear to God, if the next word
Well, this doesn't change anything.
I kiss it. I kiss it.
So, why don't we make this deal a little bit better?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's like a 5-month-old
You know.
spoiler at this point.
Yeah. Your choices are either kill me when people know I have come in here, or we grease my palm, keep my mouth shut.
You feel her nails begin to dig into your palm. I'll do more than grease it. As two loud thumps hit the locked door. As we cut now to Rakara and Grimm.
Can I break it down now?
Didn't we buy the dagger thing?
You bought lockpicker, yeah.
I'll hand that to him.
He hands you this strange dagger, adamantine, with what looks like a golden curl wrapped around the blade.
The fuck is this?
It's a lockpick just for you.
Well, thank you. I got gifts. How do I do it?
When you go to gem the lock, here's the thing: you go to gem the lock. Roll me a strength check.
All right, here we go. Shit. I should have been raging. I'm gonna actually use one of my inspirations.
You want to see Montel alive?
Yeah. Fuck.
Apparently not.
That's slightly better.
Shut up, Montel!
So
You're not here.
This brings you still with the high roll.
The high roll, I got a 14.
Here's the thing, Grim. This was a DC of 18. Except, Lockpicker has an ability that says any string, when it goes to use it, -5 to the DC check.
I won the thing.
You won it. As you grab and just...
You picked the lock.
And you slam this thing in. The force of your strike, destroying the tumblers inside of this lock. And the door actually swinging open as Otherwise, this is a finesse weapon. But yeah, the door swinging open, and you see your friend Montel standing there, literally hand in hand with the thing that you stared down and almost killed you.
As the door slowly swings open, revealing Grim looking at this thing. I fucking love it! Stuffs it in his pocket, sees this thing.
As it just kind of turns.
Well, you're dead.
All right. So, what time is it, by the way?
It's 9:30.
9:30. Okay. We're going to pause this. Because, yeah, we're going to...
Damn it.
Really?
I was really ready for it. I love it.
I hate it!
No. There's just one of them. We can tell. We'll go ahead and roll into this then.
You gotta admit, I tried to be smart.
You did. I'll give you that. So, Ricard and Grim, you come rushing in. This thing, who do you have with? Boom! As the Dragonborn and Grim just come thundering down
Mine's out points.
All right, so what are y'all doing?
I think we're attacking.
Oh, yeah. I'm
I'll
going into
let
a
you
rage and beating the fuck out of this
Roll
thing.
Roll initiative or...
This one is not built for combat, so...
Really? Well, alright.
By the way, really, Montel turns, looks, sees a running Grim, and just drops to his knees.
Which is the proper thing to do.
Roll.
When you see Grim.
Go ahead.
Should you roll me a strength check, Montel?
Alright.
14?
She has a +4 bonus to strength,
Oh no.
and she rolled a 2.
Yes!
You rip your hand out. The nails dragging across. Roll me a con saving throw.
Oh,
I'm gonna use one of those points of inspiration.
you might want to.
13.
Just saying, because Grim's dealt with this shit
DC
before.
13. As it rakes across, you feel something trying to gain purchase within you. But be it the arcane nature of your blood or just you're damn lucky, it doesn't grab hold. As she just turns to face a charging Grim.
And then Grim goes into a rage, decides to frenzy. We're going to town on this thing. Fuck. 13.
I thought you.
I'm attacking.
You were frenzy, not reckless. Okay.
Yeah, frenzy, not reckless. I want all 3 attacks, and I don't want
Give me a moment.
advantage on me.
Montel knows how Grim fights and is like, I'm out the way!
Lesser ones, DC. DC 13 hits, yeah.
Ooh.
Woo!
There we go.
I
There
gotta
we go.
actually pull my dice out.
You need to borrow dice? Okay. Think you're going to be rolling with them? Come on.
You had to say something. I had it up to here. That's 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay, second
Is that with
attack.
your rage damage? Your rage bonus?
Oh, rage damage. I keep forgetting.
So that's
friggin' rage
14?
damage, so it's 14.
14, okay.
Which means I get 7 temporary hit points. Yeah.
Yep.
Second attack.
Okay.
Second attack, way better. That's 24.
Definitely hits.
It is 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage, okay.
I now have 15 temporary hit points. Yes. Oh, that's a 19, so close. 28.
Hits.
Yeah, I hope it would. If it didn't, we'd be in serious trouble. That's another 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage.
I'm up to 23.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
All right.
If only I had a crit so I could
She
get that brutal
looks
critical.
rough. Rikara, as you come following in behind him?
I got the sword.
Is it Rikara or Rikarasaurus?
What? No.
The Ricaratops does not show up yet. We're in a confined court. No!
No, when Montel's in the direct line of sight.
Grim hits it. Ha! Ha!
No, not yet. So
Not here!
I've got the sword out, but I'll rush up and start casting inflict wounds.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on it because he's
Yes.
flanking or? Oh, because let's see.
Oh,
Oh God! thank God!
That's a 1 and a 19.
19 plus stuff. So
But I want to use my crit cards.
No.
Definitely 19 definitely
I've
hits.
seen those things. No.
I think it's 5d10.
What type of damage?
It's necrotic.
It will have no effect.
Oh god, it's terrible.
As you basically jam your Klimbig and you feel the power starting to course through, she just looks up, having taken this. Guess again, little dragon.
I think all you did was tickle it.
Okay, then
Alright.
bonus action, Dragon's Breath on myself.
Alright, technically, Montel, it is your turn now.
My tail pops up straight to the nose.
Alright.
Or like where the nose should
Yeah.
be.
You forget, you're kind of aiming for the nose on a Voldemort here.
Flick your nose.
That's 22.
Definitely
so,
Montel's over there.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
And then I wish. That'd be great.
We'll do this. What you say?
I don't get that reference still.
Find out that reference.
Yeah, no, my tail
Okay.
stands up, strikes, hides back behind the counter.
Alright.
Oh wait, I just realized. So damage would have still been the same. Never mind.
Okay.
Could I retcon? Was he like within range when I? Could I reach out and touch him and cast a spell on him instead of on me?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay, so you have Dragon's Breath, not me.
Okay. So for its turn, as it staggers back from these massive hits, blood pouring down. This thing is looking rough. So it's just, I must be told. And I need you three to roll wisdom saving throws, as much like the fight with Rimbor, it opens its mouth and this ungodly wail echoes out.
Question: doesn't one of the magic items I just got today help
You
me?
cannot be frightened by undead.
I cannot be frightened by undead.
Is this place big enough?
You still roll the save for the damage.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
This is a wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw.
You're so
Okay.
nice.
You got a 17.
18,
I got a dirty 20.
20.
I fail.
You fail. Okay.
Oh, no.
So,
If you are charmed to start attacking us, I'm sorry, I may have to kill you.
I can't be.
You
Alright.
can't be charmed or.
frightened by.
So
it just takes
undead.
damage.
you each take 6 points of psychic damage as the wail just reverberates in your head. Montel, you take the full 11 points of psychic damage. But you
Maybe
feel
brain it.
fear trying to creep into your brain, but something pushes back, just dispels it. The ring glowing brighter and like for a moment.
14 minus 6, that is 8.
8.
Okay. And that was a bonus action for her.
Oh.
And she is going to.
What?
Actually, that was her action. Her bonus action is going to disengage.
That friggin' well.
She's going to disengage, and
Which does not provoke attacks from her.
does not.
Damn it.
But you
Unless
watch
you're
as
full on
she,
master.
like as she screams, you kind of staggering back.
There's a
She
great
leaps.
sword, look like pull
She
on.
leaps back. Yeah, and leaps up and just grabs into the ceiling. Turning around, her arm is contorting backwards. And so now her arm, like her chest and stomach, are facing downward, her head moving around as her legs and arms latch in, and she begins to move across the ceiling, heading out toward the door.
Oh, no, you
So
don't.
yeah, so she's getting too close to the door. So Grim, back to you.
She is currently on the ceiling. How far up is the ceiling?
For you, about 3 feet above you.
Good. Grab, yank. You're coming down here
So, go ahead
to
and
our
roll,
level.
Roll a grapple. So roll to hit her.
Just with unarmed.
Yes.
That's what I assume. Okay, let's see. That is 17.
Right, so you got a hold of her now. Post strength checks.
Cool.
You're raging, so you have advantage.
You have advantage on the
That
strength
is
check.
true. That is true. I will take the first roll because it's one higher. That is a 19.
15.
Ha!
I'll give it a point of damage. You slam her down. So 1d6. You Well, you pull harder than you thought, and you hear as you feel blood spatter across you, as you rip the bottom part of her torso in half off of her. As they're just crumpling down, as it just lays there, kind of, mine.
Montel stands up,
good
picks
thing
up
I
this
put
journal,
one line
puts it in his bag of holding. We'll get to what this is later.
When it slammed down, by the way, like the chest of it kind of caved in, and you see a sickly greenish black stone piercing out of her chest.
Take it. That's expensive.
No.
No. Nope.
Montel will
Nope.
try to grab it.
No.
Whoa! Hold it! You fucking idiot!
No.
You remember the thing that came out of me?
Yes, I do. I also know where more of these are at, and we need to take this to somebody to get
Now,
them to shut
here's
this
the
down.
thing, Montel. That looks more like what he had in him. It is not the pure.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, this one is like
No.
green mixed with black.
so what it is now Montel is able to actually see the difference.
Yes, what she has in her looks like a lighter, vibrant color of. Oh, I'm sorry, I had that backwards. What she has is a darker, more crimson black color.
Oh.
And what the one she showed you, the shard, was this like kind of pure, sickly green color.
Did she put the one that she showed me?
It's
back
still
on-
on the counter. Well, actually, at this point, it's on the floor.
Montel hops over the
Okay.
counter, picks that up, puts that.
Yeah, it's about like the size of an old school eraser, about that big.
No,
Is
about
there
that.
any coins back here? Just
Roll.
as well.
Straight D20. Roll me a luck.
8.
Fuck's sake.
You find a silver piece.
That also gets dropped in without.
What were you doing in here?
I was selling troll poison.
You were shaking hands with an ugly
Also
fucker.
picks up the troll poison.
Wait, what? Wait, you were selling poison and shaking hands with these ugly fuckers. What's really going on?
We should probably get out of here before the other people.
Well,
show up. Let's walk and talk.
Yeah, let's walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
So,
Stab the dead body.
I need a call it a party luck roll. One of you. Actually, I want all
Not
three of
you.
you. All three of you to roll D20.
All three?
And we'll average it out.
Alrighty, here we go. That's a 16.
16,
11.
11.
18.
Okay.
For once.
God. You step out.
Missed the, like,
Several
three
people
times
noticed,
I've had it.
but currently there are no guards here.
Montel goes to shut the door as best as he can as well.
It's missing a good chunk around the lock.
Montel still pulls it to as best as he can.
Slowly starts to swing back. Goes, pulls back.
All right, so as the three of you walk away from the moldy melon, we cut back now to Mr. Finnegan. Finnegan, coming down the stairs you just kind of flew in, is a dark elf, a drow. As he steps out, this weird, it looks like a cutlass, except this something almost kind of straight curved. It's almost this weird kind of like almost a wave to it, and there are jagged spikes on the back of it.
Okay.
As he's just going,
Is it magical?
very much so,
Okay.
giving off the same aura as the figurehead. As he's just, where is he? I know he's here. Find him. And you see almost like a responsible boom from the sword.
Okay.
As he walks over, looking up to where you were, and goes, that's where he was. Captain, go about your business. That's where he was. Do you sense him?
Sniff him out, boy.
It's a 16 to 3.
That's the scene in Spider-Man.
See him shove it just right up, right where your hand touched. So like less than a foot from you, you see that saber go up, and it almost sings. All right. Be careful of that box. If we don't want those fuckers get loose on the ship. Yes, Captain. I'm gonna find whoever it is on my boat. Keeps just like slowly seeing him moving around. What do you do?
So basically, wherever he moves, I'm going to move opposite of him.
Got you.
Okay. Have they opened up where
Yes.
the grate is?
You watch at this point the grate just begin to pull back, and then they're lowering down this large chain. You see a few of them starting climbing. Like one goes to climb on top, the box shakes. He goes, "Don't be such a wuss. Get in there." Yes, sir. As he kind of climbs in, and takes the box. Oh, he'd better be glad he rolled a natural 20.
Oh God.
His foot kind of catches himself, latches it up, tightens it, jumps off. They're ready to go, sir. You see one of them take out a. It looks like a rudimentary, large barrel gun. Twist it in the bag and boom. See, it's a flare. Fires out. You hear it as the sides of the net slowly collect and begins to lift up. You hear and you turn to see a flare launch out of the ship. All right, I know where there's something.
I watch.
Old Man Jenkins.
All right.
Yeah,
As you approach
I
the.
got like old man, get off my lawn.
So before we get to him, I'm showing you, yeah.
I'm going to...
Not too slow.
All right, guys, I'm on the ship. There are
Okay, I'm on the ship. What?
on the ship.
There's no orgasm
And
on
this
the
guy,
ship?
Grim, this guy has a really cool looking sword.
I like shiny things.
This is about the time you guys have kind of stepped out, making sure you can't be seen.
But
You hear.
Mine tells Inspect, we got worse shit. Let's go to you instead.
Okay. So, as you start making your way back toward these two, one of them goes, "All right, look here, Shorty. If you do not get your ass off this dock,
I
and
want to just kick him right.
go
in the
for it,
chest.
yeah, go for it. Roll it. Do it. By the way, Montel, you put her at 180.
Is there any possibility that I'm starting this game
Actually,
with an inspiration?
Character creation, you get a point of inspiration.
Fantastic, because that's a natural one.
Only right.
I win the part of the group.
Only right.
All right, it's a strength check.
Yes.
15.
15. Yeah, this was basically an unarmed hit. Roll. So you're doing one point of damage plus your strength modifier,
Okay.
which is what's your strength?
So five points of damage.
So you do 5 points. Fuck, son of a! Get here! You watch as the half orc. Hey, you come here! So it goes to make a lunge for you. What do you do? Move out of the way.
I was just gonna like lean over on my thing.
Well, at least we're not going to use this because I rolled a natural 1.
Yes!
I'm sorry. I almost said Krolin. Say when.
Krolin.
Win.
Okay.
When you just get Limp Biscuit up in here.
Krolin. Overshot. Okay. Oh God, I know where. All right, so as he lunges, you just kind of duck out of the way as he sails past you, slamming into the side of the post, taking 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Attaboy.
This is which one?
This is the half orc. Where the hell are my d4s? Somebody roll a d4 for me, please.
1.
Takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage and just goes, oh fuck! The failure was overextended. D4 of force damage and you're knocked prone. Well, he boop in a drink. Now I make hang on. So, hey, I can't fucking swear. Help! As he just goes,
Right. That sounds like a personal problem. All right. What's going on here?
who are you asking?
The guy, there's the human in front of me.
Yeah, he's just like still dancing with his, fucking kick me, you son of a
Oh, I told you not to be rude.
He rears back with his gonna make a punch. Tries to punch you.
I told you not to be rude.
Does a 9 hit your AC?
Negative.
just overswings. Your turn.
I'm gonna grab one of my hand axes,
Yep.
flip it around, put it behind his neck, and pull him down to me.
All right. I'm gonna make a roll for you. You just
Nice.
I said, Don't be fucking rude.
Roll an intimidation with advantage.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Okay. Yeah, no.
Well,
with advantage.
I have
Yes.
it.
Is it intimidation?
I have it.
It's with charisma.
Well,
However,
could it be?
one-
Could it be with something else? Or,
well, this,
No,
it's why I have proficiency in it to counteract.
okay.
So,
Okay. Trying to help you out.
I appreciate it. Dirty. No. 21.
21.
There.
30, nope, 21.
That's a leaner.
Wait, no, it would be a dirty 20 because of the -1.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so he rolled a 7 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7, so he's like, yo, we just told Mason nobody comes down the dock, all right? Captain's got some weird fucking things on the ship. We don't know what, we just told us to stay here and make sure nobody comes putting their nose where we don't belong, all right? Ain't we're fucking dying if I don't like that goddamn captain anyway. Come on, just let me go. I'm sorry about the rock fuckers. I didn't mean, I'm sorry.
You're not very fucking loyal. And I'm going to throw him into the
Roll a
water.
strength check.
Throws him on top of the guy who's drowning.
23.
Throws him on top of the guy
Fucking
drowning.
natural one again. I gotta roll for, like, the other guy minutes started to climb out, and you just throw him, fuck one, the both of them now just go into the harbor. What time is it?
Badass old man
I
Jake.
got 4 minutes.
You got 4 minutes, alright, so.
We got
Enough
4
time for
minutes.
me to kill this whole fucking town.
Alright, so, Krolin, is so okay, that happens. You three, come running into the dock.
No, we're ready to
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
So Grim is running to the dock.
Grim is running. Montel's behind him because Grim's making a
Riccara,
path.
what are you doing?
That's where the ship is, right?
That's where the ship is.
We like Finnegan.
No, you two started running. Both of you roll perception.
Okay, here we go. Perception. That's not.
I'm going to
too
use my
great.
second point
Okay.
of inspiration.
I'm gonna stick with the 12 I got.
Okay.
25?
You get about 30, 40 feet away, and you realize Ricara's not running with you.
I mean, like, I'm like slow.
Yeah, like he turns and seems kind of like a light jog.
Montel does not stop.
Okay.
Montel keeps going.
All right. So Grim, what are you doing?
I'm still going towards the ship
Okay.
that I was told to go to.
All right. Then Riccara,
All
you
I
just
know
kind
is this Finnegan needs help,
slowly
apparently.
making your way.
Reluctantly making my way.
The fuck is that?
An item of interest.
That's what happens when you buy tank ammo
Did you just shrink?
from surplus.
Alright, Sam.
All right.
This, my friend, is a 5-point.
All right, so Grim and Montel, as you rush to the dock, you also clock the large, massive skyship hovering, clocked into the lower hangar, about 15, 20 feet off the ground. And you also see it's called the Dragon's Reach. But you two turn and see a slowly, faintly fading flare, a crane lifting, starting about now halfway through the deck and where the grating is. A small kind of like shorter figure walking with purpose toward the boat.
Pimp Daddy style.
What are you two doing?
I'm gonna fucking kill me.
Start.
Montel has not stopped.
Comes in, looks around. Oh no.
Which
He's
ship?
invisible again, isn't he?
No, Montel just thinks of Finnegan. Which ship?
Finnegan. Finnegan!
Like, describe.
All the way at the end of the dock. It's called the
Knight's Prowler.
Knight's Prowler.
Cool. Montel goes there.
And you two are like when he says Knight's Prowler, like he's mentioned this before. It's the one with the flare shot up and it's currently the crane's lifting up out of.
Cool. Montel goes there.
Grim's heading that way, but he's like calling out, Finnegan!
You hear from the distance, Finnegan! Finnegan! Yeah, starting to get louder as these two individuals are rushing towards you.
I want to hide behind a crate.
All right, stealth check.
15.
Are you wearing chain?
But what kind of armor are you wearing?
It is chainmail.
You have disadvantage.
Is this chainmail starts with disadvantage, yeah.
9.
You two, like as you start running, you see this dwarf turn and look back at you as he dives behind a crate that's about 2 foot by 2 foot. Just like kind of see him hunkering down behind it. What are you? Do you two stop or just keep?
I'm still going.
Yeah, they don't look. They don't.
I'm just assuming he's like everybody else who sees Grim charging at them. Get the fuck out of the way.
That's fair.
And my tail's just seeing the back of Grim's shirt.
All right. So, so the two of them just not even just acknowledging you, Krolin, you just kind of stand back and start making your way back. Rakara, you step on the dock and you see it. You've seen it before. You've seen it dozens of times as a kid. The King's Own skyship used by royalty and by emissaries. The Dragon's Reach sitting in the dock, and you're starting to put two and two together, and you realize exactly what's going on here. As you turned and now kind of reluctantly just charge off after your friends. Grim and Montel, the two of you kind of scaring onto the gangplank of the dock, where you see these 4 crates slowly now beginning to fully pull up out of the dock. Krolin, as you have started now, about halfway now, within a few minutes you'll also be joining. We're going to call it here for the evening. I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was happy you guys had for the last bit of the hour. We got the introduction of Krolin. I cannot wait for next week, as apparently I brought out the forest terrain, and that I'll have the monsters way too soon, as I need to go home and make a ship deck for our next.
I got ship.
Yes, you do. Yes, perfect. All right. With that, D&D TikTok, we thank you very much for joining us today. I apologize. The issue with the mods and the trolls taken care of now will not happen again. Thank you for staying with us, for enjoying the fun we've been having. We look forward to seeing all of you next Sunday, same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard. And with that, fellas, anything to say? Great, guys. Love it. Amazing. Okay.
We're great commentators. I'll tell you that.
Thank you, my friends.
Fuck you, brother. Fuck you, brother.
Later, D&D TikTok. See you guys next time.